Hello! Hi, it's Twi. Hope y'all are doing amazing. Hope you had a great weekend. Hello, Swiren. Hello, Emiliano. Hello, Eito. Thank you very much for joining membership. Thank you. Hope you enjoy. We're having our first membership stream this weekend, actually. Although, I don't know if it's gonna be like the craziest thing, to be honest. I have like, I don't know, the membership stream will be interesting. I'm planning to plan. Yes. I was gonna give like, I don't know, it'll be kind of like behind the scenes, I guess, a little bit, planning stuff for next year, but it also might just turn into me working on a certain Christmas project, just because I need to make sure that I get it done for Christmas, you feel me? But I hope you guys have been doing well. Today, we're gonna do something I haven't done in a hot minute. I think it's genuinely been like at least a month since I've played Mario Kart on the Switch, so I'm looking forward to hopping on. I haven't done this in a while. Let me quickly set up friend code pin in case if anybody wants to join, you can add me up and then hop in. But here we go. Boop. I got really jump scared right before stream. I got so spooked because, also wait, let me turn this up for myself. I want more audio because it doesn't affect you guys anyway. I got so spooked right before stream because I went into like a time trial or whatever just to like set up my overlay, and my sticks kept drifting really bad. Like I would basically completely lose control of the car, and I was like, dude, I literally bought this controller because they advertise it as having like a special type of technology to make it so you never get stick drift. I paid a premium to avoid getting boomed by stick drift again. I was gonna be so mad, but as it turns out, I think the game was actually just bugging, because it said that I didn't have tilt controls on, but I turned them on and back off, and then it stopped doing it. So I'm hoping I'm hoping that my sticks have decided to chill out, and I've regained my composure to drive here. But I mean, I guess we'll find out pretty quickly. Yeah, it would be fun, I think. I've been playing. I went back to one of my comfort games recently, mostly while I was sick, but even after I recovered, just as like a little thing to do without having to think too much, you know, a little stress-free kind of hobby. One of my favorite games of all time that I played a ton growing up was Mario Kart Wii. So every now and then when I'm bored and I got some time to kill, I'll go out into the living room, because that's where we still have the Wii for now, and I'll start up a new license on Mario Kart Wii, and I'll like play it all the way through. I'll like 100% it, get everything. Oh, I was slow. That's fine. But yeah, I recently finished doing a license on there, so I don't know when I'll next pick it up again. Could be a while. I've thought a couple times it could be kind of funny to try and 100% a license on stream, although that would take forever. Like, it would be such a marathon stream if I did that. So what would probably be more fun than if I did that is what I was thinking. I could try something I haven't tried in years, which is what's it called? There's actually fan-made servers still running for Mario Kart Wii. There are people still playing that game competitively, which is crazy. But there are people in the year 2024, soon to be the year 2025, who are going out of their way to keep servers up for Mario Kart Wii, which is kinda sick, not gonna lie. Go. Okay, well, 6th place, completely average start. Can't be too upset about that. Also, I'm like a little too far this way. Let me slide over. Let me scoot. But yeah, I can't believe Mario Kart. I mean, I kind of can believe Mario Kart Wii still has servers that people are putting up. But also, you only can like really understand it if you've played the game a bit. TND, welcome back from work. Hope you had a great day. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, Mario Kart. I feel like the biggest difference still between Mario Kart Wii and like the modern like Mario Kart 8, and where like the divide for people, I guess there's two main differences. So in Mario Kart 8, it's balanced around karts, and like, I guess technically this game does have inside drift, but like it's not particularly good, right? Like outside drifting is definitely the meta in this game. But in Mario Kart Wii, outside drift is like pretty much unviable. Like it just sucks. Like you pretty much always run the super fast bikes with inside drift, and it lets you, like, it's so unbalanced that it's fun because it makes the skill cap a lot higher, I guess. And then also, like, you what's it called? As a result of playing on Mario Kart Wii, like, because it's so old, they weren't nearly as good at like catching like out of boundary areas and stuff like that. So there's all sorts of like crazy shortcuts you can do where you like I guess temporarily go out of bounds, but the game won't like bring you back in bounds immediately. So you can just go for some like wicked shortcut and like save a crazy amount of time. What? Do I have a setting on that prevents? I have a setting on that prevents me from going over gaps. I'm pretty sure you can get that in this game. Am I crazy? Okay, well, that stinks. Why am I playing on baby mode? What? I'll have to leave this worldwide and fix that, I think. So I must have turned it on, but, or actually, I don't think you have to leave the worldwide to do that. Join in soon? Hey, sounds good. Yeah, I am getting smoked. Like my rust is clearly showing because What am I doing here in 9th place? If we're gonna try and make that climb towards 10K, I gotta get back in form. Yeah, you can cut it. I can literally see people doing the cut. Oh, I'm missing out on so much chance to like make up ground here. Baby settings. Why can't I go for the shortcut like a real gamer? Come here, Tornado. Why is there so many French people in this lobby? Double item. What? Yo, the auto sphere pulled me away from the double item because it's near the wall. Are you serious? Now, auto sphere is the worst feature in the game, bros. This feature stinks. Who added this? I can't do anything. Oh, go. Star. Wait. How can you get like 3rd? Yo, okay, I mean, that did better than I thought. Mountain at the, by the, oh, yup. I know exactly what you're talking about. That's Grumble Volcano. I think, to be fair, I think that is one of the ones that you don't see on, like, Wi-Fi, but it is the time trial meta. It's like, okay, how do I... Okay, wait, first of all, let me make 1000% sure that I have this stupid feature turned off, because, like, no. Get that off. This is auto-accelerate? I also want off, yeah. Okay. No more baby mode on the walls, please. Thank you. Which one do I want to play? Let's just do it random, I don't know. So, the way that it works in Mario Kart Wii, it's very funny. So the map has, like, checkpoints that decide where to respawn you, right? That's how, when you fall off of the stage, it figures out where to drop you. And let's say in a stage, you have, like, I don't know, let's say this stage has 6 checkpoints. There are 6 different spawn points you could get depending on where you fall off of the map, right? So, I guess probably why they did it is because if you were to only ever look one in front of you, then, like, when you get to 6, I guess it would look for checkpoint 7, which doesn't exist, and it would break everything. So instead of writing something that can tell, like, writing some sort of code that can tell the game after you reach the last checkpoint, like, figure out what the last checkpoint is, and after you reach it, return to the first one, right? Instead of doing that, they just made it so that you can check for one checkpoint ahead or behind you. I don't know, I DC'd huge. The way they changed it is that when your checkpoint updates, it'll look at the one in front of you or one behind you. I guess in case you go backwards maybe as well, I don't know. But anyway, this means that on Grumble Volcano, if you can shoot yourself off of the stage backwards and hit the last checkpoint, because it can update you one forward or backwards, you can update your checkpoint all the way to the back of the stage instantly, and then just get the lap count. And not only that, because of that random rock on the side that should be out of bounds, for some reason is not only drivable, but also hits both checkpoints, like it's perfectly on the edge of both. You can just drive in a circle around the rock on the edge and get, like, all 3 laps by just doing this teeny little loop-de-loop on some, like, rock in the background. It's so stupid. It's genuinely so stupid. Normally that track would take, like, almost 2 minutes, and you could do it in, like, 20 seconds. Lap count. Mario Kart Wii is just beautifully broken. Like, that's what it comes down to, right? Mario Kart 8, it's polished. The graphics are really nice. The music's really nice. The gameplay is pretty good. You know, there are certain items that I like. Like, I think the Super Horn is a really good addition. Removal of the Thundercloud is great. The Boo is kind of funny. He's really annoying, but you know what? Like, I'm not against his inclusion in the game. But I think that what it boils down to is Mario Kart Wii is like so hilariously broken that it gives it a really unique and fun skill cap to like cheese so many things that like there's still a large community of people that would rather play that, or at least in addition to the new one would like to play it, which is kind of cool. It's nice. It's cool to see like games from my childhood still like holding up, because honestly it's really fun even when you're not doing the completely broken stuff. Just little things like, you know, there like on DK Summit, for example, like the snowboard cross track that we just did. I guess it could be DK Snowboard Cross depending where you live, technically. But on that track, like, you can jump over the singular gap with no mushroom that you need a mushroom for in this game, I think. But not only that, you can technically cut both of those chasms there with no mushroom or anything. If you have to be good. That's a hard shortcut. Like, you have to be quite good with it to hit that. It's not like super hard. You have to know the lineup. But you can do the double cut and just save like a massive amount of time. And there are like so many tracks that have like a spot like that where you can just like shave off a huge wicked time save if you happen to know like a certain shortcut, which I think is fun. Miss Wario Stadium N64, you control people with the lightning bolt to stop. So, oh wait, I never actually got to play Mario Kart 64, but is that like, so what, you can like target shock when someone's gonna go over a jump, and then what happens? Do you like fall onto an earlier part of the stage and you have to just drive it again, like even though you already drove it? Or does it just make them fall normally? Because making somebody go like backwards on the map like that is like the most evil. Oh, that super horn was devastating. How could you? No. Oh my god. Go! Go! Get fourth! Shout out random mushrooms on the ground for saving my placement right there. Oh, this is pretty high. Dude, there are two people that are 35,000 elo! Bro, the chat box is in the way. You guys didn't see it. There are two people who are 34,000. What? Bro, we got some grinders in this lobby. Oh my god. Yeesh. That is, wow. That's pretty far up. I feel like you don't go that much higher than 35,000. Like, I gotta pay attention to their elo movement at the end of the next race. Like, do they even, like, gain points for getting third place? I don't know if they would, to be honest. They try the jump, you time right, you can put them further back. Oh, that's diabolical. I'm here for it. Like, that's just fun. I mean, it's really not fun when you're the one getting shocked, but it's really funny if you hit it. Okay, wait, there's only one who's 34,000. A lot of like 10 to 15,000 people in this lobby though. I gotta pay attention to this Yaya Ni guy. This French dude with the me guest bead haircut. Because I'm curious just how many points you will lose. Or like how many points you're gonna gain if you get first place here. He said, I think I might not keep up with him this time because we're playing a Mario Kart 2 track, and I am notoriously not a fan of these ones. That's okay. Yeah, target shocks are a lot bigger of a thing in Mario Kart Wii as well. I guess mostly because, like, there are so many shortcuts that rely on you, like, jumping over an out-of-bounds area with, like, a mushroom or even without a mushroom. that you're able to clear, but like if somebody shocks you while you're going over it, you'll just fall in the gap and die. So the good old target shock. I mean, it'll always have its uses in Mario Kart, because there'll always be spots where you can fall. I just don't want to lose my stuff. Pop that. From here. Oh! Well, okay, I mean, I guess that solves that. I was having like a horror movie moment getting chased down by the piranha. But getting shocked and then starred and bulleted and almost blue shelled, I mean, that's one way to end the race. 9th place. Damn. He gets plus, okay, he still gets plus 16 for first place. That's like a decent gain. Maybe the top weighting isn't so awful on here after all. Cause I've played games where like you're trying to climb really high up on the leaderboards and the elo scaling just becomes so like unbelievably brutal depending. No, oh my god, you have to like screen peek at your friend to like make sure that they don't shock you. That sounds really fun actually, to be honest. I've never like, I feel like the only people that I've been able to like play Mario Kart with like couch co-op style are definitely not good enough to target shock. So I've never had to worry about that, but that does sound like very fun and chaotic. I would totally be there for that. But yeah, like, plus 16, not that bad. Hi, Beep. Welcome. Hope you're doing good. Good morning. But yeah, I don't know. I was curious just how, like, scammed that dude who was, like, 20,000 elo higher than the rest of the lobby was going to be getting. Because the main example I think of is when I was grinding leaderboards on... I mean, either Pokemon, like, in-game or Pokemon Showdown. Because I've been rank 1 in both before. And more or less, what it comes down to is when you start approaching the summit, right? When you start actually getting around rank 1. Unironically, you have to win 7 or 8 games for every one that you would be losing. It is absurd how, like, good of a win streak you need to go on. And, like, I guess Pokemon, similarly to Mario Kart, it's, like, even more difficult than it maybe sounds, because there's luck-based elements to it, right? Like, even if you sometimes, like, if your matchup is good in Pokemon, if you play well, it doesn't matter if you get unlucky, you should still win, right? Or at least you'd have to get exceptionally unlucky to lose. But there are lots of matchups where you could get moderately unlucky, and it's probably just a loss, right? And Mario Kart's kind of the same, right? Like, you know, if everything's going well, but you don't have, I don't know, you get shocked and then somebody blue shells you after you lose your items to prevent the shock. Like, there's not much you could do. I guess the only, like, thing that you could do is, like, what we call item smuggling in this game, which is where you'll sandbag really far back and get the shock plus some, like, power items. You get 2 items in this game, right? So you'll try your best to grab the shock and, like, a triple mushroom or a golden mushroom or a star or whatever, right? And you'll just hang out. You'll just hold on to it because only one person's gonna have the shock, I think. And then at the end of the race, you'll use the shock and your power item and just rush all the way up to the front and try and outpace everyone. And even though you've been at the back for like the whole race, you can like get back in that way. Oh, go! Ah, this is a hard lobby, dude. These guys are good. I mean, I'm getting plus 11 for 6th place out of 11, so you know I can't really complain. Like the lobby is so strong that getting points is actually easy. But yeah. Oh, I haven't grinded Pokemon in a while though. I mean, grinding games like that where you're trying to like get really high on like the ladder is just like it's so stressful sometimes. How do you join? I put my Switch friend code in the pinned message. So if you send me a friend request on the Switch, then when you go to the worldwide tab in game, you should be able to see my game and join me. I believe, if memory serves. You gotta add me up anyway. I forgot. I wanted to play Pokemon Unite with you guys, but I was at work. Imagine still being in retail. Could no longer be me. Nah, I'm glad I was there for as long as I could handle it, cause you know, got a little bag, but nice to be out. I got my last paycheck, so I uninstalled their garbage work app. I was just chilling last night and I got a phone notification and I was like, oh, I wonder what that could be. And it was the work app being like, oh, view your pay stub, even though I got paid like 2 days ago or something, just because that app is garbage and behind on everything, which is, I mean, not my problem anymore, but it was kind of funny. But I remember I was very, very tempted. I was talking with one of my friends from my old job who also quit before me, right? Although, to be fair, they've been there. They started before I started like 2 years ago, and they left like a month before I did. Before I left like again like a week ago, right? So they've been there for years. As like I mean they always just did like one shift a week because they're a teacher by trade, and then they were just working like one shift on the weekends as like an actual thing to do for the passive income, you know. I guess not passive income, but you get me. And so what's it called? Like I was messaging them about the fact that I quit, of course, because we're both preying on their downfall. and I was like, I'm really tempted to respond to their like passive aggressive email with a really petty response, but it's probably not worth my energy. And my friend was like, I'm so petty, you should totally do it. And I was like, nah, I want to at least make sure that I get paid first. I don't want to give them any reason to make me jump through extra hoops to get my money. Oh, I suck. Oh my god, I lost so much time there. Dude, I'm not doing great right now. Come on, we got not that long left, but I can come back. Let me cook. Okay, 6th place. Good items. Spam that out. Star. Does this even increase my top speed? No, but it does keep me safe. Alright, well, I'll take my 6th place. I guess. Do I gain for that? Because this is a little smaller. I still get +1 for 6 out of 8. Because we have 2 people with 35,000, somebody with 20,000. These people are cracked, bro. These people are insane. Okay, Beep, welcome. Ooh, Fall Guys. I forgot that they have that on the Switch. But yeah, I mean, I was strongly considering hitting them with a petty ass email response, because it would just be funny, you know what I mean? And like, they deserve it. They deserve it. Like, I remember, you know what was, I think the funniest part to me, right, is I left my job on like a Tuesday night, and I gave them basically no notice, right? I had a closing shift on Wednesday, like the day after I quit, and I had an opening shift on Thursday, and I was just like, hey, I'm quitting effective immediately, thank you, whatever, email formalities, you know what I'm saying? And they didn't respond to me for a while, right? And so like one of the, I mean technically they have no managers there, but one of the key holders there messaged me. My shift started at 3:30. They messaged me at 4, and they were like, "Hey, when are you coming in?" And I was like, "Oh, I mean, I guess the word didn't reach you, but I quit already." And they were like, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry to hear that." And then whatever, I went on with my day. And then Thursday afternoon at like 2:30 p.m., they sent me their response finally, and they were like, you know, "You leaving early puts a lot of burden on the team. You had an opening shift this morning on Thursday." And I'm like, you know how much punch that loses when you don't consider the fact that nobody, like, you didn't bother telling them about the fact that I missed yesterday too? Like, at least, like, you know, the one on Thursday, you would have had a lot more time to find somebody to fill in than the one on Wednesday. But upper management, I guess, just didn't even check their email for almost 2 full days. In like the middle of the week, not even like weekend or anything. But yeah, I mean, it was just funny though. It's like, you know, they said something like your you know, while we respect your decision to leave, your contract states that you had to give 2 weeks notice. And I'm just sitting here like, I don't care if it says that, because that's not legally enforceable. That's like you saying like, I don't know, if you leave the company for any reason at any point in time, you have to pay us all of your paychecks ever as a deposit. Like, you can't, like, you could write it in there and I could sign it, but I don't think you would be able to go to court and win that, you know what I mean? But I mean, that's just an absurdist, like, comparison I tried to think up. But like, genuinely, I did actually research the laws where I lived around 2-week notices, because I was just curious, right? I was just curious about how it worked. And it is very much legal unless you're in a very specialized position to do that. Oh man, all the people are leaving from here. It's like Rainbow Road. But yeah, it was just funny, honestly. I thought about now that I got my pay stub, going back and hitting them with some like passive aggressive message about how they need to like treat their employees better if they wanna keep people. But I was like, nah, like it's not worth my time. But I did consider it though, because it would be funny. But I was too busy, you know what I'm saying? Yesterday, I had a lot of fun yesterday actually. Yesterday, I got some recording done. Oh, sorry. No. Okay, wait. Okay, I guess I will clarify this. You do not have to give 2 weeks notice when you quit a job, unless so basically, even if your contract says you have to give 2 weeks notice, that alone is never enforceable. At least where I live here in Ontario. Laws might be different depending where you live, and I'm not a lawyer, but here where I live, the way that it works is that an employer is able to sue you for failure to give reasonable notice upon leaving your job. However, that is like more or less associated with provable economic loss to the company, or like, I guess maybe if you had like a really important job. And like what it basically boils down to is if you're in a position that cannot be immediately replaced, maybe you're like very much a specialist type of worker and your work is really important, or like you're a really high up person at a company and people will have to be trained to replace you in like in thorough depth or something, like you're very far up in the company or something. I think there are scenarios like that where you may have to give a certain amount of notice to leave. However, if you're working an entry-level job especially, you can be replaced effectively immediately, and the business can almost always operate without you. It's the same, think about it like this way, like if you got sick and they couldn't find a replacement, they don't shut the store down, right? They just keep running it for that day understaffed. And it's basically like that, right? In this context, reasonable notice is effectively zero notice. Like you could quit, you could walk out on the spot in your, like at your job if you really wanted to. And I gave them an email like a decent amount before my next shift anyway. And I did speak to some of the people that were in that day as well. But also like, you know, you can hire somebody to fill those shoes very, very quickly. It doesn't take hardly any training, so you can leave whenever. You won't be getting a reference from them. In fact, you'll probably be getting blacklisted from their company. But if you don't have any future with them anyway, like if you've only worked there for a very short amount of time and you don't think that you've had a good experience, then there's not really much like downside if you really can't take the situation to just piss off, like just leave. There's nothing really stopping you, you know what I mean? And I think that it's freeing to know that information, because companies can wipe their feet on you like a doormat and give you absolutely nothing. And usually when you're new there, like there's a probation period where they could literally just fire you at any time for any reason, regardless. But they want to sit there and act like while you're still new, you gotta give them 2 weeks. It's like, no, you know, it's a two-way street. You can't just do that. You know, maybe if you didn't pay me like dirt and treat me like a robot, I would actually consider being polite about my, I mean, even with them not doing that, I considered being polite about my notice, but I was like, working here is like a threat to my health, bro. Physical and mental. Like, this place is bad, and so I got out. Exactly. They are very soulless, you know. After companies, the way it operates is simple. They will not treat their workers like people until their workers start acting like people and not robots, and instead of sitting there and taking everything, they start leaving. And even then, they won't always, you know, they might, if they can keep finding new people, they won't care. But, you know, at least it's something, right? It's food for thought for them. They have to consider it more than they would otherwise when their employees start dropping like flies. Which, it kind of is. Like, I'm pretty sure they've lost, like, at least 5 people in the past, like, month and a half. And they are soon to lose more. Yo, my controller is tweaking again. Stop. Well, I guess I'm sandbagging now, all the way in the back. Blue shell, not really what I need. Okay. Man, I don't like being in last place. This is very epic. No shot. Oh, you can fall there? Oh, that's even worse. Oh, hello, Beef. What's up? Ooh! I used my bullets. I thought I was about to get hit by Beef. Okay. Back up to 7th now. Somebody use the shock. Somebody use the shock. You know you want to. You're not going to. Oh! Go! I mean, I managed to clutch 6. That's not too bad. But yeah. You know, it was way more fun than actually being at work though yesterday. Doing my own personal work for this stuff. I did a recording yesterday for the first time in a while. When's the last time I recorded vocals? I guess technically I did record something before this, but it was like very last minute and not in my booth. Like I wasn't feeling up to that. But that's another Christmas thing that you'll see that's not on my channel. Potentially, probably. But what's it called? I recorded for my Christmas project, which is funny because it's like a group thing that I organized and I'm the last one to record. But I did it. It's my first recording session in about a month, I think. Because I think I recorded Hologram about a month ago. Like the Full Metal one with Rita. But yeah. What? Oh, wow. I got hit in the cannon and it made me go back through the cannon? That is rude. That is so BM. I'm not gonna lie. Now I'm in 10th with 1 banana to my name. Are you serious? Oh, my controller's tweaking again, please. Oh, I gotta try and figure out what is happening with this controller, bro. Something is not right. Also, where are the wigglers? Oh. Beep. Right, I missed you, sorry. I hit somebody else at least. Yeah. You know what? I feel like I've recovered from my cold to the point now where like my voice is back to normal. But when I went back in the recording booth, let me tell you, I felt the rust. Because I haven't really been able to sing much in the past like month. So even though my voice is more or less operating normally, I was definitely feeling like not in form as much, I guess. I'm gonna have to get in there on the mix. I mean, the nice thing is, like I said, it's a group project, so it means that I can blend in a little more, even if I'm not like perfectly in form. I'm sure it'll come out perfectly fine. This is, by the way, in fact, the project that I alluded to potentially doing some work on in the members stream. It's not like it wasn't the main idea for what I wanted to do for members this week, but like it depends where I'm at with my work, right? Like if I'm really like clutching at trying to make sure that I finish it in time, I might work on that on stream. But we'll see. It'll be like, you guys remember ages ago, I did this stream where I like made a short cover on stream, except it was really scuffed and there was times where you could hear me twice, and it was just like overall really like simplified and I wasn't as good at mixing and everything. It'll be kind of like that, except you would see like, I guess not all of the process, but at the same time it would be better. And I'd probably just be like chatting about random stuff. It depends. I don't know. We'll see what happens. First member stream will be an experiment. Yo! My controller just griefed me! What? Bro, did you see that? It swerved so hard! It actually hit the nastiest swerve there. I just frauded Beep. I just frauded Beep so hard. I did not deserve that. Yo, my stick, bro. No, I'm convinced it should be the game though. Like there's please don't tell me I have stick drift on this. It's on Bluetooth. I think it's is it supposed to be on Bluetooth? Or I think it's supposed to be on Bluetooth. Hold on. Let me go in here.
Let's go.
Here. We're on the correct settings. I really hope that my control... No, I don't want to be using tilt controls. I like saying that I'm using tilt controls. I don't like actually using tilt controls though. I don't really like it when my whole car just swerves out of nowhere. Not exactly preferred. I'm hoping that doing that like random mash fixed it again, but I'm not convinced per se. I'm gonna be so cheesed if this actually has like controller drift of any kind, because I literally paid a premium for this Pro controller because it advertised itself as never developing stick drift. Like there was some sort of technology in the sticks that prevent them from developing drift. I don't remember it that thoroughly anymore. But that's what I paid for, and I will be very, very cheesed if that is not actually the fact. We'll see. Oh, we got a Super Bowl. This could be a fun one. Okay, well, wait, there's a note outside of I spent yesterday. I actually did my recording really late yesterday as well. Like normally, I try to get my recording out of the way like pretty early in the day. You know, maybe I'll wait like 2 max 3 hours to get all the morning voice out. You know what I mean? Because recording with morning voice, I mean, I guess it depends on the project, but generally speaking, not the most ideal. You know, it can be a little restricted on range. And so, you know, normally I'll wait for that to be gone, eat like a really light lunch or like a snack or whatever, and because I don't want anything too tough on my throat, and then go sing. But yesterday I recorded at like almost 7 p.m. I think, and it's because I got caught up watching Pokemon regionals. I was chatting with Shiny and one of my other mods here who occasionally pokes his head out, Salt. I wasn't like in call with them, but we were both like watching and just kind of like texting back and forth about the games. There was some history made. Also, it was at Toronto Regionals. I didn't realize I could have been playing this weekend. Well, I mean, to be fair, I couldn't have known that I would be available to play this weekend because I would have assumed that I would have work, right? I guess I could have taken off work for this weekend, but I did not play. So I was watching, and absolute history was made, bro. The absolute GOAT. I don't know if you guys would know who it is, just because like he is really big on YouTube comparatively to literally anybody else in the scene. His name is Wolfie VGC or Wolf Glick. My man has always talked about the world champ difference because he won worlds in 2016, but he is also the first person to get 10 regional championship wins, which is crazy, way crazier than it sounds. Because most of these regional tournaments nowadays, they have like upwards of 700-800 people down to one person, and he's won like at least 5 in the past 2 or 3 years, I'm pretty sure. Which is crazy. Like, he is unironically just the GOAT. He's that guy. Like, I'm pretty sure the next highest regional championships is like 6 or 7, and it falls off dramatically after the top 2 guys. Like, Wolf is just too good. He did it using such a ridiculous team as well. Like, nobody has ever seen it. Bro busted out a Kingdra in, like, the modern era. Like, Kingdra's stats are, like, the opposite of min-maxed. They're, like, peak boring. He's just got, like, 95 in everything or something. Like, it's not quite like that. But he's not even, like, that strong. And that was like the offensive anchor of the team. I swear to God, like on his team, there were literally like 3 Pokemon that genuinely close to, if not nobody else, was using without being at like maybe the bottom tables of the tournament. You know, like they're like just getting smacked but playing the Pokemon. And like he was the only person using them successfully, and he had like 3 of them, half of his team. And they were like the most important half too. He like built around it. It was so sick because it was like a team that was really like unorthodox to see nowadays, but it was also super his style. It was like very Wolf style team. And he finally converted another win. It's my goat. I was like uncertain if I think, to be honest, for the most part, I was rooting for him to get his 10th win like the whole way through. But obviously, because it was Toronto Regionals, there were a lot of people that I know from the local scene that were playing, and so I was rooting for my friends too. Even I haven't spoken to most of them in a long time, but there was this really funny sequence of screenshots. I'm gonna put it in the Discord so you guys can see it actually after the fact. But it was so funny. Like, so there's this absolute mad lad that plays at like locals and stuff in the Toronto scene. and he would just always be doing wacky shit. Like, I'm pretty sure at locals before, you guys know those like inflatable T-Rex suits that like you can see people wearing sometimes, like the really stubby arms. Like just like the completely inflatable ones, like the T-Rex bodysuit. I'm pretty sure I've seen him play a local in one of those before. But honestly, he truly outdid himself this time. He showed up to the regionals in a hot dog costume. And they put him on stream. They put him on stream against one of the other local guys from the scene. And the captions was like, Jesse appears on stream with the hot dog costume, and it's like, Jesse Romolo, unfortunately a hot dog. And then the other guy is on stream, and it's like, doesn't like hot dogs or something stupid like that. It was so dumb. It was so dumb. Wait, I want to put it in like, I don't know. I'll put it in memes. Let me find it. Cause I screenshot it, but yeah, I found it. Oh my god. Look at this. This was so funny to see come up back to back. Unfortunately, a hot dog. I don't like hot dogs. Like, normally people will just put little comments in there like this is my first top cut, or like aiming for a world's invite, or maybe they won't even have like a pre-match comment or anything to put. But I just caught me so off guard to see my old friends in there. And it's just like one's in a hot dog costume and the other one plays perfectly into the gag. It was so good. It was so funny. Oh my god. That wasn't even like the only meme that came out of this weekend, honestly. There's this tweet that went viral in the community like maybe a week or two ago, where Wolf was like laddering with Parrish. Like basically there's this like niche strategy called Parrish Trap that generally does not see success at a high level, except Wolf Flick. He's the absolute GOAT, especially at that archetype. And so if there's anybody who can pull it off in like any given format, it's him. But basically what it revolves around is there's like a very like small pool of Pokemon that get an ability that in most circumstances make it so you cannot switch out your Pokemon. And there's a move called Perish Song that makes it so that in 3 turns, everything on the field faints. So you'll lock them in with a Pokemon, with that Pokemon plus the one that has Perish Song, and you'll set the timer. Then you'll use Protect to stall a turn. You'll live a hit on like both of your guys, and then you'll switch them both out as your opponent loses 2 Pokemon. And it's either that or like you'll take 2 knockouts early, and then because you have like 3 and they have 2, you can use Perish Song like guarantee or whatever, stuff like that. It's just a very like board position gimmicky strategy. And it was like one of the, probably the other, like the second best player right now, behind Wolf in my opinion, made a tweet where it was like playing Wolfie, and it was like a smiley face, and then it was Wolfie con Perish, because he's like Italian or whatever. That's what it was. It was like Wolfie with Perish, and it was just a screenshot of him running into Wolf on the ladder playing Perish Trap. And I'm pretty sure he lost that game too. So they appear on stream, they get paired against each other at like, I think 6-1 apiece on like round 8. And he just in the pre-match, like in the same little text box, it just says Wolfie caught Perish, like referencing the tweet. Which I thought was really funny. No, I choked my win. Wait, I didn't choke my win. Finally, I think it took me so long to win one. But it was crazy. Wolf rolled him again with Perish in round 8, but in the finals, they actually both made it to the finals, and it was a really close match. It was really entertaining. Like, it was honestly one of the best regionals that we've had in a long time. It was so high level, with really creative strategies and everything. It was cool, honestly. I had a fun time watching it, which is why I kept watching it all the way until it was done at like 6 p.m. or something, and I was like, damn, I need to record. But everything got done in the end, so it's all good. Even after my recording, I took a nice little walk to Tim Hortons. I made a major fat ass move and I ate 4 donuts. It was good. It was nice. I had 2 apple fritters and I had 2 toasted coconut. I don't always go for the coconut ones, but I feel like every now and then, like there's like a grace period where like I'll try it and then I'm like good for a while. But if I haven't had them in a while, it speaks to me. Also, I wanted chocolate glaze, but they were sold out. So at that point, I was looking for like just whatever else they had. Because it was at night, you know, they didn't have that big of a selection. But, you know, it was good. I enjoyed it. I've been having a fair amount of Tims when I was working at the retail job just because there was a Tim's like really close and it's convenient and Tim Hortons isn't that expensive as far as like if you're gonna buy food from somewhere. But I wasn't having the donuts too much. It was more so I would either get like actual food from there or I would get like a muffin. Because when you're on this ship, I mean, there were times where I would want the sugar kick of like having a donut or something. But generally speaking, just a muffin was good. I love muffins. I feel like for all the baking I've done, I haven't really made muffins that much, which is stupid because I love muffins. So I think maybe I should try it making some muffins. Because muffins are also like so convenient as like a breakfast item if you make them like relatively healthy. You don't have to do anything special, you just grab it. And I feel like a lot of the time, breakfast can be one of those meals where I won't necessarily outright skip it, but I won't have as much as I probably should, just because I'm lazy. Like first thing in the morning, I'm not sitting here thinking I want to like cook. I just want to like grab something to eat. I don't know what kind of, I mean, I guess my favorite kinds of muffins, there's a few that I could go, honestly. There's multiple angles for sure. Blueberry muffin is a classic. Carrot muffins are really good. Like banana bread muffins are good. There's options. I'll take third. It's not bad. On Cheeseland especially. I'm not the biggest fan of Cheeseland, but we get it done. How are you enjoying the super buff lobby, Beef? Yo, wait, that guy got first at 1096 elo? Is he smurfing or is he just goated? That's crazy. Winning a race when you're that like outgunned in terms of experience is unreal. This guy must be on it all. What is that emote? Oh, it's a monkey covering its eyes. I see. Bro, I couldn't even tell what that was at first. I was trying to determine if the red part was a heart or soup, and then I was like, no, wait, nope, that's a mouth. There was a part of me that thought that was a bowl of soup. Also, let me shrink a little bit. I'm like blocking the chat. Don't ask why. I don't know, man. The YouTube soup emoji goes crazy. New emote idea. Twi soup. You know, I mean, if I didn't already have the emotes in work, I would totally have to get Twi soup, obviously. But alas. I mean, Twi soup would just be so random. Like, I don't even really eat soup like that, if I'm being honest. That would be like the most fraudulent inside joke to ever exist. Okay, hear me out though. Twi soup is just like the food equivalent of Twi Wawa. Like you're just like absolutely shoveling. I guess it's hard for me to think of doing that with like soup, like in a Western sense. What came to my mind was like ramen, like just going ham on like a bowl of ramen or something. Which, to be fair, I absolutely could. Ramen slaps. I haven't had any ramen in a while, but very tasty. Shell, very rude whoever did that. How dare you. Yeah, I don't know. I used to not like ramen particularly, but I feel like now, like that my taste has matured a little bit. There is one thing that I don't like though, which is that I still don't like eggs. So I have to, like, I'll always either ask them if they can like make it without the egg, or I'll like, or if I have like a friend who really likes the egg, I'll just give them my egg so that they get extra. Like when I'm with my cousin, I would always give him the extra egg because he just likes the egg. It's like it's like it's a different equivalent of like giving somebody the pickles on your burger if you don't like pickles. I like pickles, honestly. I would be the person. I would eat your guys' pickles if you didn't want them, or not. I would steal your pickle. No, I'm kidding. Why don't you like eggs? It's mostly a textural thing for me. I'm not good with soft food. Like something about the texture, especially of having like, I think is it like soft boiled or like, I don't think it's poached. No, it's not poached when it's for ramen, but those like soft boiled like soy eggs or whatever. I just can't with that texture. It like immediately makes me gag. I really can't. But honestly, I don't like hard-boiled eggs either. Not a huge fan of just like straight egg flavor on its own. And the texture just like destroys me. It's not a popular opinion, and it's a great thing if you enjoy eggs. I wish I liked eggs. There's a lot of like health reasons to like eggs, and it's a part of a lot of foods that are good. I don't mind when egg is like baked into stuff, especially. Cooked into stuff is a little bit more of a 50-50. Depends how like prevalent the egg is. But if there's just like straight egg, it just owns me. Hate egg yolks except when they're runny in ramen. For me, I just can't handle like the egg entirely, to be honest. I don't know. I don't really know what it is. Egg is just one of those foods that I just can't. Like, egg is probably top 3 most triggering foods for me. Which is kind of sad. I wish it wasn't the case. But I don't care enough to fix it. Because, like, the truth is, if you have a food that you don't like, I would say at least 9 times out of 10, if you try eating it, eat it like 10 times in a span of like 2 weeks. Like, in a short period of time. Just expose yourself to it little by little in your day-to-day, and most of the time your gut will like acclimate to that food, and your brain will get used to it, and it will stop triggering you nearly as much. This is something I learned in eating therapy, and I can confirm it does work. However, I can't be asked with eggs because I just really don't like them, and I think that would not get me to a point where I liked eggs. It would get me to a point where I tolerate eggs, and keeping that up just doesn't appeal to me right now. Like, even if I could tolerate them, I would have to keep eating them all the time to like maintain that, And to be honest, I'm kind of good. I'm not necessarily desperate to be out here egging like that all the time. Yo! I'm like stuck on this person. Sean, bro, you're blocking me on the rock, bro. Well, me and Sean are just chilling at the back now, I guess. Lap 3. We are mega sandbagging. Bullet is really good. In fact, I should just pop that right now. Okay, another item. Star. Bow. I missed the double box and I pulled triple bananas. Unfortunate. I'm gonna get hit with bomb here. I'm gonna try. Yo, wait! Beef with the 4th place, I think? Beef with 4th? Sheesh! Nice run, bro. That's a good placement. Almost podium right there. I eat eggs every day, though. I envy you. I wish that I was that person. Unironically, I wish I was.
Let's go.
Because egg can be one of the more alienating foods to not like, if I'm being honest. From certain cultures, not liking egg is kind of just a slap in the face to like wanting to eat anything. Once when I was home alone as a kid, there was only hard-boiled eggs in the fridge and I was allergic to egg whites. Oh my. Oh, you were locked in to tell the egg white story. That's honestly so tight. So real for that. Damn, wait. So you're allergic? Are you still allergic to egg whites? Because you said you like the yolk in like when it's like runny or whatever. How does that work? Like they have to remove only the yolk and then serve that? Oh, the allergy. I've like never even heard of allergies fading particularly. I mean, actually, I guess that's not true. My dad always talks about how his mom won't like, keeps irking him about the fact that he's allergic to like animals with fur, like dogs and cats and stuff, right? Because, okay, well, microphone's fur, sorry. Because she was, and then she grew out of it, and he never did. And she, you know, he's actually worse than he used to be with it now. We gotta be careful visiting family that got like dogs and stuff like that for too long. If we can, but it'll like throw his like sinuses out of whack for a while. Bro, this stick drift is I don't know if it's stick drift, but something weird is happening with this controller. I think it's like the inputs are like laggy. Okay, so having it on the Wi-Fi mode. Oh god, what did I just do? Okay. Whoa, okay. Resync the controller. Let's go. We are now in last. Hello, Beep. Yo, Beep, don't slow down. I gotta start. You better run. I say, I don't actually have any way to catch up to Beep yet. Oh, here we go. The snipe. No, I missed. It would have been funny though. Maybe it's oh no, not the tilt controls. Maybe it could be time for me to be using tilt controls. The universe is trying. They want me to use tilt controls. It's like it's karma for me saying it so many times. But I haven't said it yet today. This is so slow. Come on, mushrooms, yes. No, 7. Nope, 8. Dang. You know what? For spending like 15 seconds reconnecting my controller on lap 2, 8th is pretty tolerable. That's a pretty acceptable finish. Literally had to reconnect my whole controller mid-race. Okay, maybe it's doing it because I'm not saying that I'm using tilt controls. Here. There we go. Gotta get it in. Make sure the whole world knows. Well, first I pulled a bullet. Well, I guess first I pulled a golden mushroom, then I pulled a bullet. You gotta get the good power items in the bag. I mean, that's the cool thing about Mario Kart, is like, it can only be so doomed because the items that you get in the back are so strong. Usually. I mean, if you get unlucky enough, then it can in fact be pretty doomed. Pulled 2 bullets. Well, I mean, a lot of it's practice too. I've played a lot of Mario Kart in my life. Both like in general, but also like this one specifically. Like, I'm up to 8,000 rating on this profile. My old Switch profile is over 10,000 rating. Like, I've played a lot of Mario Kart 8. I probably got a few hundred hours long, embarrassingly enough. I mean, I wouldn't call it embarrassing, actually. It's not hard. This game is fun. But I mean, there's that. I've definitely got several hundred on Mario Kart Wii. Probably not as many, but I grew up playing Super Mario Kart on the SNES as well, because my babysitter had an SNES. The SNES. So I had the SNES growing up. It was Super Mario Kart and Super Mario World, bro. Those are classics. And there was this one, I remember I found it on stream one time. I don't remember what it was anymore, but it was like this like racing game where you play as like a unicycle, like not a person on a unicycle, just a unicycle, and you would like get points for like doing tricks. It was kind of like Tony Hawk, except you're just possessed as like a unicycle instead of skating around. It was a pretty tight game, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, I liked it. Definitely was one of my favorite. Ooh, I just sidesniped that guy. That was very. I'm sorry, whoever that was. Oh my god. Yo, the crowd here is very packed. Okay. I can play for safety, or I can play for glory. Or I can play for both. Yoink. Aw, he had a skill. Oh! The absolute scam that just happened to my man Isaac. Oh my god. My man got robbed. Is that a bomb snipe on the line to let me pass him? Yo, this Sean guy is totally smurfing. He's winning like every race as like a 1,000. That's fraudulent. Somebody report this guy. I'm gonna tell Mr. Nintendo that this guy's on an alt account. He heard me, he left. Okay, it does appear, though, that my strat of saying that I'm using tilt controls fixed my problem. Therefore, I'm gonna keep saying it until the game proves otherwise and drifts my stuff again. Yeah, there we go. Let's go, Beep. I love your me, by the way. I don't know. I haven't said it yet. But the hair is so... It's just such a cute, like, scheme. I like it. I feel like I'm surprised. This like hairstyle that I found for my one, I mean, it's not like, it's obviously not exactly the same. It actually keeps the vibe like decently well to my actual hair. I'm surprised. I got the sparkly eyes as well. Maybe I need to change my head type though, because I feel like Beep's head has like more of like a square cutoff that looks natural, and mine looks really goofy when his head tilts up. Yo, we got 2 Irish people in the lobby? Made these all my... Wait, oh, I love that. Yeah, send that. Fun fact about me. When I was a kid, growing up, one of my favorite things to do on the Wii, because I spent a lot of time playing the Wii when I was growing up, one of my favorite things that I would do is I would go on the Mii Maker, and I would just make Miis of, like, random people that don't actually exist. Like, I would literally just be basically making Mii NPCs. And I would just make, like, dozens of them. Like, I actually genuinely must have had at least 50 random people. I don't know what possessed me to do that, but I just had fun doing it. I would just make like tons and tons of memes of like random people that don't exist. But they were like normal people though, to be fair. They were like, it would be like having a me that was like named Tom and just looked like a random guy you could find on the side of the street. Except I would just have like a whole collection of like every generic name that you could ever think of. Wait, I want to see a calico me. That sounds cute. I used to love, when I was growing up, I think one of my favorite things was games where I could make things. Like obviously I liked creating characters and like the editors or whatever. But also like level editors, I was so obsessed with games that had level editors when I was growing up. That was hands down my favorite like type of thing to be playing, I think. I would play so many different things. Like I was really into Geometry Dash building levels. That's how I made a lot of my like EU friends that I still talk to. I really liked, there was this one game on the DS that I had. It was like Mario versus Donkey Kong, like Battle of the Minis or something. I don't remember exactly what it's called. It was this Mario versus Donkey Kong game where you would have these like little wind-up Mario toys that would like create like it was kind of like a puzzle game through these like vertical scroller 2D levels, and there was a level editor. So I would literally not make individual levels, I would make entire worlds, like how you would play through like a world in like a Mario Bros game. I would make a whole world of stages, and then I would make my dad play my levels. I would make my dad play test my levels as a kid, which was kind of funny. But I would do that. I did a similar thing. There was like, oh, what was this game called, bro? It was like some EA game on the Wii. Like, oh, is this what it was? Boom Blocks. This game was some garbage, bro. This game, wait, you can buy this for like $7 used? I should buy this. Bro, this would be a throwback for $8. That's not a bad price. It was like this shitty puzzle game. It was really not very high quality, but it had like a level builder. And you could, it was like a decent amount of mechanics from what I remember. And I just loved having like level builders. And you had, it was like a game that had like level builder, like, you know, it was like a puzzle game that where you like blow stuff up or like shoot stuff with like random objects, like you'd like launch blocks or like bombs and stuff like that. That kind of stuff when you're a kid is just fun, you know what I mean? It's like the same appeal as building something and then knocking it down, like building something for the sake of knocking it down, which is not always what I would do, but I mean every kid has done that at least once, right? Like, come on, like, not just me, right? To be fair, I had a lot of Lego growing up, but I didn't use Lego to build stuff a lot. What I would do, I actually played it a lot like a video game in some ways. I would collect the little like Lego characters, like the little guys, right? And I would just like play with them. Like I would only build enough of a setting as I needed, and sometimes it would literally just be like the little green like platform or whatever, like the base piece, and I would just walk them around, and I would do everything. Like I would grab my Pokemon cards and make them play Pokemon, even though I didn't know how to play Pokemon cards particularly. I would like build a little board on there and like make them play Mario Party and like pretend to play mini games. I had like such a creative imagination when I was a child, man. I could literally entertain myself with anything. I feel like I still kind of have that, but it's not necessary. It's definitely not to the same degree as I had it when I was a kid. But I mean, it's only natural, right? Like keeping that as an adult is honestly like, it's like you have to be a real gem to have like a trait like that to the same extent. You know what I mean? Like there are all sorts of home videos that my family has of me just like playing with random action figures and stuff and just making up like random storylines and games and shit. And I would make my dad be my cameraman. It's like I was preempting my destiny to want to get into YouTube and streaming. Because I would just be playing with these figures. I would make my dad run around and record me playing. Now the irony of it is that as an adult, I'm not ready to watch them yet. I'm not gonna lie. I think that it would be a little bit too much for my soul. No, why in the grass? Now I'm gonna get like some bad placement. Oh my god. It's so I literally was so close to getting that second, and instead I got 9. Oh well. But yeah, I don't know. It was just different times, man. It was just different times. The Super Mario? What's up, bro? Wait, are you the guy named Mario in my lobby? Probably not, but maybe. There was a guy named Super Mario before who added me, actually. Are you the same one? What's up, Mario? Big fan. Big fan. I'd like you to know that I'm using tilt controls. Nobody tell him, chat. Nobody tell him. Oh man, but yeah, I really, you know what else was another level builder game that I liked? I had a jailbroken Wii when I was growing up, and there was, back before Super Mario Maker existed, and I loved Super Mario Maker when that came out, by the way, but back before that was a thing, there was like, I don't remember what it was called, but there was a software you could use on like computer where you could build a Mario Bros. Wii level. And then if you had your Wii jailbroken like I did, you could like import the level from the computer into the game. And then you could run it. So I would like build custom levels for Mario Bros. Too. I was really about that custom level grind when I was growing up. I'm not gonna lie. Also, I'll add you in a second. Thank you for the friend request, Super Mario. I'm doing great, thank you. Just having a good time, just kicking it, chatting it up, making my way back to 10,000 rating on my new account since I started VTuber. Hope you're doing good as well. You got a good start to your day. I guess it is 9 days until Christmas. That's crazy. That's so close. Damn, wait, that means I have to work so hard to finish my Christmas project in time? Bro, I gotta haul ass after this stream. I gotta get on it, bro. Like, as soon as this stream's over, it's off to the depths of Reaper for me, bro. I gotta open it up and start mixing. It is work frame 1 as soon as I'm off stream. Maybe food break. Not me trying to shell somebody who is invulnerable. I'm a genius. Christmas is exciting. I'm actually really excited for Christmas because on Christmas Eve, my cousin's been on like a work placement where he's been out of, not out of the country, but far enough away that I can't really visit him. For like the past year almost. So I'm excited because he's coming back for the holidays, so I'm gonna get to finally see him. Because that cousin, he's like a brother to me, you know what I mean? And I haven't been able to see him for so long, so I'm really excited. What are you cooking? Come to the member stream on Sunday and find out. Probably, honestly. I would not be surprised if I'm not finished it by Sunday, and therefore I have to work on it during member stream. But it would be good if I was finished it by then. I mean, technically, even if I finish the mixing, I might still have to be... Well, I don't know if I would have the visual yet for the MV. I'm gonna have to speedrun the MV so hard, bro. I'm genuinely gonna have to speedrun this project so hard. Oh my god. There will be a nice present for you guys on Christmas. Oh, let me add them. Let me not forget. Add friend. Here we go. Boom. Oh, this guy is the real deal, bro. Mario Wonder, Mario Bros, Mario Maker. This is the real Super Mario right here. You can see he's been clocked in, bro. He keeps clocking into all his jobs. He's about to clock in for Mario Kart next. Favorite Mario character? It's a tough question. I mean, I think growing up, it was probably Luigi. Nowadays, there's so many I like. Purely design-wise, probably Rosalina, unsurprisingly, as you may have been able to tell from my drive. Rosalina is just so pretty. Like, her aesthetic is just so, like, nice. Like, the color of her dress, fantastic. The crown, like, cute but elegant. The hairstyle, very, very nice. I love Rosalina's hair. Like, just in general, just very pretty design to look at. Shy Guy? I do love Shy Guy. Shy Guy is a funny guy. I think that Shy Guy and Birdo are probably my favorite, like, stupid looking characters. Like, I don't know what it is about Birdo, because I don't think that Yoshi looks that stupid. But Birdo kinda does. But in a good way. Like, Birdo is, like, you guys ever just have, like, ugly characters that you really like? I mean, Birdo's not that ugly, to be fair. Her bow is cute. And, like, Pink by default is great. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Birdo is like a character that I didn't care about for like ages, and then randomly one day I just decided that I liked Birdo. Oh my god, we got the whole lobby spinning out at the front here. Also, we have mar.io in the lobby. I just noticed that. Wait, that would be tight. Can you imagine a .io game that's just Mario? Yeah, I mean, there are definitely people that like Rosalina for more interesting reasons. But I don't know, I just like her design. I just think her design is pretty. And you know, my character is also very space themed. I feel like we got some camaraderie there, you know. But you guys want to know another fun fact? I bet you guys haven't thought about this. My birthday is on Mario Day. It's March 10th. And I always forget that fact normally. But one of my friends is always like, Happy Mario Day on my, like, whenever it's my, he's always like, your birthday is Mario Day. And I'm like, oh yeah, it is. I don't know why. It's like really, it's really silly to me to think of it that way. But it's true. My birthday is Mario Day. Maybe my full VTuber name should have been Twi Mario. You know, I got just like Mario Jumpman Mario. Twi Mario. Should have been. Missed opportunity. Unlucky. Come on, Sky Garden. Yeah, I love the Sky Garden music, bro. Sky Garden is a banger. Yeah, I'm sorry the room is full. Surely somebody will leave soon. Don't rotate out though, Beep. Don't rotate out unless you are actually gonna go anyway. Cause it's not. I feel like I've seen a lot of other VTubers where like when they'll have like so many people to play with them that they'll make it a rule like only join for one race and then hop out of the lobby or whatever, right? So that other people get a chance to play. But in like a worldwide like this, it's like 90% people I don't know anyway, bro. It's always just a treat to have anybody in, you know? It's more fun when you guys are here too. Oh, no item there. I'm gonna get green shelled. Surprisingly, I didn't. Nice. But yeah, I've been thinking, like, I've been trying to start planning around my birthday projects a little bit, because, like, I have a really cool project that I'm cooking right now for anniversary, but then I'm just here like, well, do I want to make it so, like, I'm doing nothing for my birthday in particular? Like, I want to still do something for my birthday, but the problem is they're like 3 days apart. Like, I basically have to prep both of them in advance if I want to have something for both, you know what I mean? March is gonna be a crazy month. I do want to do something for my birthday, even if it's not as crazy. Maybe just like a song cover or something. If nothing else, you know. Could be fun. Or like, I might be able to come up with something else. We'll see. But, okay, none of you have mushrooms, right? Oh! Oh, first place? Oh, tried the banana snipe. That was actually close. Ooh. That is kind of true. There is a lot of cute fan art of Mario. I mean, that's just fan art in general, I feel like. Like, people like to draw their favorite things cute. Is that actually true? There's no... You're faster when you're shocked if you're on the glider? I've never... Because I feel like your top speed is just capped when you're small. So that feels really unintuitive if it's the case. But if so, that's kind of interesting. I was gonna say, I think I see him. The man himself. Yo, what's up? Are you using tilt controls, Super Mario? Are you like that? Oh, I can't get it in anymore. I wanted to put it again, but the option to like submit it went away. Now you guys know how real of a Super Mario this guy is? He clocks in and immediately picks Mario Kart Stadium, bro. Look at that. Oh, and you're rocking the Mario Kart 8 or the Mario Kart DS one? Oh, what is that thing even called, bro? What is that even? I can't even remember what it's called, but I know the exact card he's talking about. It's the long one. It's like the long white one with like the logo at the front. The B Dasher, yeah, dude, I know exactly what card he's talking about. Bro, I loved Mario Kart DS growing up too. Let me see if I look back. I see him. Look at him in the back left there. I saw him, bro, in the B Dasher. Oh my god, goat. My man is committed to the bit on every level. I'm honored. I mean, what bit, right? This is obviously the real Super Mario. Ender, what's up? How you doing? But yeah, I gotta plot. What kind of things would you guys like to see for my birthday? You guys have any ideas that I can sponge off of here? I have a really crazy project planned for my anniversary, but I haven't really thought about what I want to do for like my birthday. Maybe it'd be cool to do something more like stream oriented for my birthday, just because the anniversary project isn't... There will probably be a stream associated with it. But I don't know if... I mean, to be fair, I'll probably do like a special stream for anniversary too. Bro, it's just gonna be a crazy week, honestly. Like, I don't know how else to think about it. I'm gonna have to get creative to cram like 2 important events back to back. Just woke up, bro. Your schedule is cooked. Oh my god. Is it like 5 p.m.? Like 5:30 p.m. or something? Man, my bro was sleeping good. Oh, it's 6:30. It's actually later than I thought. Well, birthday's not for a while. It came up because my birthday is on Mario Day. It's March 10th. As some of you guys, the super OGs will know. I debuted on March 7th and then immediately had my birthday on March 10th. They're like, yo, I really should have planned that out more, to be honest. In hindsight, I could have done the VTuber thing where you like intentionally pick like a different birthday to like space your events out more. But I was just like, nah. I don't normally do anything that crazy for my birthday anyway, so like it'd be fun to like have the stream to look forward to. But as a result, I just give myself this like wicked dense section of the year. Oh, yours is March 11th? Yo, that's actually sick. We're like birthday neighbors, bro. We're birthday neighbors. That's fun. It's like a early... My own birthday gift to me is also a birthday gift to you. Early birthday, thank you. Very, very early birthday. Like 3 months early. You know, Super Mario is a busy man. We don't know when he'll strike again. He might be off saving the princess for at least like half a year, you know? Could be longer. I mean, it depends. I mean, I'm pretty sure Mario Wonder only lasted like 2 hours, but you never know what they got in store for him, bro. All it takes is for him to get rung up by one of those guys that likes playing the Kaizo levels on like Mario Maker or something, and all of a sudden he could be gone for like a couple years, you know? It depends how hard they want to push it. Birthday neighbor is Jesus Christ? What? Wait, when is Jesus' birthday? Isn't there like a holiday for that? I feel like that's gotta be like a regular holiday that I just can't think of right now because my brain is cooked. Christmas? Easter? I don't know. Probably one of those. I mean, I figured, but I don't know which one. Is it technically both, or like, how does it work? Oh, I almost just hit myself with a bomb. Instead, I got sniped over again, and then, oh, by Super Mario! Oh, nah, it's on. Oh, nah. You wanna go, bro? Let's go. Let's go. Come here. That was so cheesy. that was the corniest one-liner of all time. Wait, your birthday? Wait, so is your birthday Christmas Eve? Or is it the day after? Auto emoji is a big off, can't lie. Wait, isn't that kind of unlucky though? Do you get like people who will just give you like one present for both, and it's like not like they're giving you double presents on one day, they'll just kind of like give you one for both and then that's all you get? Or are the people in your life cool enough that that's not the case and it's you actually get to enjoy both? Because to be fair, that must be one sick weekend if you actually get gifts for both, like, regularly. 26 celebrated during Christmas, yeah. I feel like that's the case for a lot of people. But I mean, hey, you know what's cool about that though? Is like, assuming you like seeing your family, you will pretty reliably be able to see your family on your birthday, like all the time. Because they'll also just be there for Christmas, right? They're obligated to show up, and then they gotta give you birthday stuff. It's a genius trap. Like for me, I almost never do anything that crazy for my birthday anymore. Like, if it were like off stream, I might hang out with a couple friends. You know, just enjoy some of my favorite food, get some pizza or something. But like, I can already do that, like when it's not my birthday, so. Maybe my parents get me a gift or something, and usually that's more or less the extent of it nowadays. But I mean, I always appreciate that, of course. Like, I look forward to it. And I feel like now that I started streaming, it's like I have more to look forward to for days like my birthday, because I know that I'm like, the best present to myself is like the feeling of satisfaction of like finishing something really cool. You know what I mean? Like making something really epic. Watch Echo. I'm okay. If I can be so for real, I think it's cool that Echo is doing his thing with the ASMRs and stuff. But I feel like it's a little too intimate for me, so I generally don't watch them. Like, I'm happy for him, but I feel like it's a little too much for me. I don't like ASMR to be like super roleplay when I'm the listener. For me personally, and I don't think there's anything wrong with being into it, like enjoying like the roleplay type scenarios. I just mostly find like I go to ASMR for like, when I do consume it, it's like just almost background noise to whatever I'm doing, or like I don't necessarily use it as like an immersive thing as much as I just use it to like listen to a calming noise. I guess. It sounds kind of goofy to say it like that, but I can't think of a different way to articulate the way that I'm thinking about it. But I am curious. Do share the comment. Yeah, I mean, Echo is definitely really cool. I think that it's cool that he's enjoying doing this. Like, I always feel glad when my friends find any sort of creative medium to express themselves, no matter what it is. It's more about the fact that they have something, you know what I mean? Oh, also, completely off topic, but since you're still here, Suiren, and also, I don't know if April is here, because they remembered earlier, I don't know. But for anybody who has the medium tier of membership here, make sure you connect your YouTube to your Discord, because we have a members chat now. And I put something in there. I unveiled a secret little thing. It was really funny. Beep is the only one in there right now. and Beep was like, I need Spirit in here right now. I feel like I'm hallucinating. It was so funny, bro. I was dying. Oh god. Wait, I hit the banana to dodge the bomb and still get 8 points anyway. 9? Is that last? No. Okay, it was at a 12 actually. Still though. Aging? Keyboard spam with aging. Second, nice. Wildwoods, I like Wildwoods. Comment was like, I hoped you just thought I made terrible life choices for going to bed after 9 AM, not that you knew I was a vampire, or something along those lines. Wait, that's a goated script though. That's actually a really funny line. Wait, that's so creative. Bro. You just like go under the guise of being like a degen gamer to try and hide the fact that you're actually like a supernatural being, like a vampire or something, and you have to be nocturnal. Wait, that's low-key a genius cover-up in the modern era. You could totally run with that. I don't know how you're affording where you're living without working. Like, even if you're a vampire, like, I don't know how that solves that scenario. But, like, assuming you got, like, living circumstances available to you, like, you could sell that. That works. Totally am. I've been there. Thankfully, I'm not too bad right now. I think I went to bed at, like, 2:30 last night. Yeah, think I went to bed at like 2:30 last night, and I woke up at like 10:30. So, you know, like not too bad. Solid 8 hours, thereabouts. It's a lot nicer than like. Honestly, can I be honest with you guys? Like, I love working in the morning. Like, I feel, or like streaming in the morning or whatever. I feel like getting started like early in the day really helps me like stay productive for the day. But I gotta say, like, oh my god, I am so glad to not be working like a real job right now anymore, because scheduling was brutal at that other place, bro. They would like book me opening into closing, back into opening like all the time. So it would be like, you know, I'd work a day where I gotta leave at like 8:30 in the morning, like probably earlier than that, like 8:20 or something maybe. I would leave mad early. And then the next day I'm working a shift where I get home at like 11 p.m. And then I'm going back to having to like leave at like 8 in the morning or whatever. It was honestly like, they were just ping-ponging me back and forth between the extremes of the schedule. And it was not great. If I could be honest, it was not exactly preferable at times. Yo, who stole my triples, bro? That was rude. Oh, and the bullet. Ah, there you go. Oh god. There's beat also in the bullet. On the comeback. No, beat. Oh wait, I think it was ping actually. I don't think beat actually fell. That looks so funny though. I just see Beat come out of the bullet and immediately fall off. Oh, double? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, I can take the shortcut though. Let me punch like a decent position maybe? Maybe? No? I'm not passing anywhere. Oh, wow. The back spam? That was so unnecessary, bro. I'm getting clapped in this lobby. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't gained any rating points in a few races. Basically living in Pacific time despite the time zone being 9 hours behind me. Oh my god. I've been there though. I've been there. I've hit sleep schedules where I'm completely nocturnal. I think the furthest I've ever gone was like going to bed regularly at like maybe 8 a.m. or something, like somewhere around in that vicinity. I've been there. I feel like when I was a little younger, when I was still in high school, during like summer vacation, that was when my sleep would get absolutely just disgustingly late. Like, and what I'd have to do is whenever summer vacation was coming closer to an end, I would have to do the hard reset. And the hard reset is where you pull an all-nighter, because you can't just eke it backwards to go from going to bed at 8 a.m. You're not gonna go like, okay, well then I'll start going to bed at 7 and then 6 and 5 and go all the way back to like 1 or like whatever, where you can actually function in like a regular morning time. You just gotta full send it at that point. You just stay up, hope that you fall asleep at a reasonable hour, and pray that it sticks. Like, okay, but like night shift jobs kind of suck though. Like, the problem with working night shift is that it completely dements your sense of time. Cause like, you don't get like any sun, like at all. Like, you can't even look out the window and get sun. Like, it's just dark. Caffeine, I need to do that these days. I feel like, to be fair, I've never actually had to be reliant on caffeine, but I think that part of it is because I just can't. Like, I don't know if any of you guys can relate to this, but caffeine literally does like nothing for me. Like, if I drink a caffeinated beverage, it does not give me energy or whatever. Like, it's just the same. Like, it's just a drink. I've found that, like, yeah, I don't know. Caffeine doesn't really feel like it does anything. I've heard some people with ADHD say that it makes them tired, like, it actually, like, tires them out. I can't say that I relate to that, but it definitely does not, like, give me an energy kick. That's for sure. I will say though, I'm not a huge fan of like really bitter drinks, so like I don't really like coffee like straight. But when I've tried having like I don't know, like an ice cap or something, I'll go to Tim's and get like an ice cap. Because there are a lot of young people that like getting an ice cap. And to be honest, it's one of those drinks, kind of like you go to Starbucks or something, where it's really more of a dessert than a beverage. Like, it's disgustingly sweet. I actually can't drink those because the combination of, like, the cold and the sugar, more so than the caffeine, it legit makes my body, like, start shivering. Like I start, like, trembling, kind of. It makes me like just jitter like a crazy person, and I'm like, you know what? Nah, I'm good. That doesn't feel healthy. First place, yes! There we go. Oh, I front ran that too. I won by a good margin. I haven't gotten a dub in a while, but there we go, clean. Whoa. Bro, look at my Rosalina just flying ahead of everybody else. Plus 23, make it all back. All of those losses mean nothing. 11th, I got Mario Karted. Well, that's life. I've been Mario Karted a few races in a row. Sometimes it goes that way. Unfortunate. The redemption arc, indeed. Wrap around all-nighter to fix your sleep schedule forward instead of back. Yeah, exactly. You gotta do it. I haven't had anything with much caffeine, so I wouldn't know. Soda doesn't do much for me, but that isn't really... Oh, well, soda doesn't do that much. I've tried coffee and I've tried energy drinks, and neither of them particularly wake me up. I feel like they have, like... I don't know, they don't have that stimulating of an effect. Like, the sugar almost does more to me, which is not sustainable. Like, in fact, getting the sugar crash after is terrible, so you have to, like... You can only bank on that if you know that you're gonna get something finished quickly, and then, like, you're ready to just get KO'd after. I don't feel it, but it'll keep me from sleeping. Interesting. Nothing until a certain point. If I get the super nasty stuff, it'll work. Oh, God. Oh, God. Not the really bitter stuff. Ugh. Well, do a lot of people not like Toad Circuit? I don't know. I don't know if it's, like, not popular. But I like Toad Circuit, it's fine. Yeah, I guess to be fair, most of the times that I've drank caffeine, it's... Okay, actually, wait, no. I have an example of a time where it absolutely did not work for me, where I was trying to pull an all-nighter. So, back in the day, when I played competitive Pokemon a lot still, I would enter these Japanese tournaments, right? Because I loved playing against Japanese players. The Japanese Pokemon scene is so funny because they just love using like the craziest strategies ever. Like you will run into like some stuff you've never seen in your life and it looks like it should just be some random garbage and they will hand your ass to you. Like it's honestly hilarious. Like I've had my ass beaten with some real random Pokemon out of Japan. But anyway, so I would stay up literally all night to play these tournaments sometimes. And I remember there's been a couple times where I would get a couple energy drinks and I would try and stay up all night playing. And I would actually like make it into the top cut of one of these tournaments, like you make it to the second phase where it goes single elimination. And in between the rounds, I would fall asleep. I remember I woke up and I was late, but not late enough that I lost the match immediately. But the tournament organizer just like kept DMing me like, are you okay? Are you there? Like, hello? You have a match? And I'm like, oh. It was so cute. Like I was on Do Not Disturb, so I didn't get pinged or anything. But it was like they were spamming me to try and get me to wake up, even though I'd never really spoken to them before. And I just thought that was so wholesome for a tournament organizer to do. Like because they knew I was a foreigner as well, that I was probably, and like they probably knew that I fell asleep. They probably figured it out. But I thought it was so cute that they actually went out of their way to try and like ping me a bunch of times to wake me up. I never really talked to him much, but he was a really nice guy. I liked the Japanese community a lot. They were really nice people. Oh, looking. Not quite enough for second, but still third. Pretty good. But yeah, I tried to stay up all night for those a couple times. Usually to mixed results. Oh, we all finished next to each other. 3, 4, 5. Nice. Speaking of like, okay, I guess this wasn't actually talking to a Japanese person because technically they were Indonesian. But so I was on a language exchange app last night. This is the other thing I did last night. I watched Pokemon, I did my recording, and then I went on language exchange app for a bit, right? And I saw this one, there was like, I was just scrolling through people, and I saw this one girl that had like some sort of like gacha game character as their profile picture, but I didn't recognize them, so I was just curious. I just messaged them like, yo, I'm just curious, like what game is your profile picture from or whatever. It was from Wuthering Waves. It was that one, which I haven't really looked at, to be fair. But like I asked them, we messaged a little bit about it, and I thought that was gonna be the end of the conversation. And then I just got absolute whiplash because out of nowhere, they were just like, your eyes are really beautiful. Like, and it caught me so off guard because like I was just asking about like what game this character was from, and I thought it was just gonna be the end of it. And then just out of nowhere, they just be like, your eyes are really beautiful. It was like, I was really flattered though. Like, I feel like it was just, I don't know, I don't get, it's not that I never get complimented, but when you're a guy, it's still like not that common for people to compliment you, you know what I mean? So, I was just so caught off guard. It was just like completely out of left field. But you know, I have heard it a decent amount. Like when you talk to like people who are, should I say this? Probably not a big deal if I say this. Definitely not as vivid as in my model, but I have blue eyes. And so in certain parts of the world, blue eyes are, I mean, they're already like not common here, but they're a lot more uncommon in certain parts of the world. So I've found sometimes people are more like, I guess, inclined towards it. But it's always funny. I always think back when I think of like compliments on my eyes though, the one that definitely sticks out the most is I remember a couple of years ago now, probably, from language exchange, I had one of the rare circumstances where you actually get to like meet somebody in real life and like you hang out with them. And so at this point, my Japanese was worse than it currently is. Like it wasn't that good, and their English was worse than my Japanese. But we were doing our best to chat, you know. And I remember she was trying to tell me that my eyelashes looked like I was wearing eyelash extensions, even though it was just like how they naturally look. Like she was trying to basically compliment the fact that my eyelashes are long. But the thing is, I didn't know the word for eyelash in Japanese, and she didn't know the word for eyelash in English. So we were just sitting here, like, trying our best to, like, figure out how to, like, visually explain, like, that we were referring to eyelashes until we just gave up and looked it up. No, please! No! Why, man? My first place. Oh, well, I'll take second. But, But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was just funny, honestly. I never expect people to compliment me. I feel like this is something that I feel like most men can relate to, but I could probably recite almost every compliment I've ever received. I don't know. Maybe that's not actually something that a lot, but I feel like most guys can recite most compliments they've received just because it's pretty uncommon, right? Like, you don't expect people to say it. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Well, I mean, like, it's easy to say it's, like, sad, but, like, I don't know. I don't feel like I compliment other people that much either. Maybe more now than I used to. I feel like I'm more comfortable doing it now than when I was younger. Compliment sweating. I don't think it's, like, sweating. Like, I don't necessarily think that as a guy, like, receiving a compliment immediately means, like, being flustered. But at the same time, like, it's just not super common, you know what I mean? Like, even just a simple thing, like somebody being like, oh, your hair smells nice, or like, you know, like, oh, I like your shirt, or like, I like your shoes, or something like that. Like, something simple like that is like something that you don't hear that often. Like, even if people think it, they wouldn't go out of their way to say it that often, right? So it's like appreciated, you know what I mean? It makes you feel validated. I remember, see, my memory is slipping out again because the first one I said was like, "Oh, your hair smells nice," and that's not a common compliment for guys, I don't think. But it happened twice at my last job. That's why I thought about it. On like 2 separate occasions, there was like one time where it was because we were standing like right by a fan, so I guess it was like perforating it a bit more. And they were just like, your hair smells nice. And they were like, sorry, that might have sounded weird. And I'm like, no, it's fine. Like, thank you. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate it. And then like a few days later, another one of my friends from work was like, your hair smells nice, by the way. And then somebody else like agreed with him and was like, your hair is healthier than mine, I think. And I was like, nah, like, no way. Because like low-key, my hair is like pretty damaged. But maybe I'm gaslighting myself. Maybe it's better health than I think it is. Because I mean, like, they're literally beauty employees. Like, they're the ones that specialize in like the beauty products and shit. So maybe they know what they're talking about more than I do. Maybe that. Well, I mean, like, sometimes there's not that much space around the cash register, you know what I mean? And it's not like it was like the natural smell of my hair either. I guess that could be misleading. It was not the natural smell of my hair, okay? I put hair serum in the morning sometimes. And the hair serum has a kind of fruity smell to it. So if you're like standing close by, my hair kind of smells like fruit sometimes when I do that. And that's nice because who doesn't like a nice sweet smell? Oh, I saw it. Mushroom? No mushroom. Dang. Okay, guys. Ah. Oh my god. Fireballs everywhere. It's chaos. And just like that, we went from 7 to 7. So... yeah, I've also gotten it here. Okay, pro tip for anybody who is a dude ever. If you want free compliments, take okay care of your hair at least, and before you go out, wash it or like put anything in your hair that has a smell to it. Because even if you just have like a nice smelling shampoo and you wash your hair first, like I remember I washed my hair before I went to like get my hair cut, and the hairdresser was like, your hair smells nice, thank you for washing it. And I was like, oh, like no problem. I didn't even think, I washed it to make it easier for them, but not because of the smell, right? You know what I mean? But people notice that a lot more than I expected, like a lot more than I would intuitively think. And maybe that's just because I feel like relatively I'm a kind of nose blind person. Like I don't smell things. If it's like really like potent, I'll smell something, but I don't feel like my sense of smell is as strong as most people. But a lot of people have pointed out the smell of my hair when I do anything that has any sort of scent on it. Like, I don't even smell the serum when I put it in my hair that much. Like, it's pretty subtle to me when I literally, like, stick my hair in front of my nose and sniff. But, like, but people near me sometimes notice it. And I'm like, maybe my nose just sucks, bro. Like, I don't know. Super Mario, I appreciate the gaming and being active, but also I'm gonna quickly just give you like a little warning. I try to like keep the chat mostly on topic for like what I'm talking about. But I appreciate your passion about Super Mario. If nothing else, you are committed to the vision. I appreciate that. Maybe that is true. I might just be like used to the smell. I don't always put in the hair serum. Like usually I'll put it in if I care about how I look that day. Like if I'm going to work or if I'm going to meet up with like a friend and we're actually going out or something, I might bother. But like, you know, if I'm meeting with a friend and it's nothing like special, or if I'm just like going out to get food or like go to the grocery store or something, like I'm rolling out there in whatever the most comfortable thing at the top of my closet is, and my hair is probably not even combed, and I probably haven't shaven, and everything, like. But you know, I do like putting it in though, because like I didn't start wearing the hair serum for cosmetic reasons. I started wearing it because my hair knots really easily. And when I put it in, like when I actually am consistent with it, I find that my hair doesn't knot nearly as much, which is great because combing your hair when it gets into knots is really painful. It's more time consuming and it definitely is more pain consuming. You know, it's definitely not nice having to comb out knots. I really don't like it, but I also am bad at keeping on top of like washing my hair constantly, so you know, usually it ends up happening in some capacity every now and then anyway. I gotta make sure that I shower today so that I can wash my hair for that exact reason. I don't want it to start not doing badly again. Oh my god, I suck. Bro, I have fallen so many times. Oh my god, I have probably like 0 points. I have 3. Oh my god, I'm not broke. Yeah, pain consuming was an odd choice of wording, but I mean, yeah. It's true. Star, okay. Somebody leave a shock at the very end of the stage. Oh, they fell. Go! Ah, man. Wait, did I pass it? Nah, I didn't pass Kevin. You win this time, Kevin. It was close. But yeah, also, like what Beep said earlier, though, is kind of true. I mean, I don't feel like I get out-of-pocket compliments that often. I have gotten them. Not much, though. Not much. I will say, though, one weird... I mean, I guess to be fair, when I bring it up, I kind of invite somebody to ask me about it, and it tends to lead to weird questions, which is fine, because I think weird questions are low-key fun. Like, I think it's boring when people only ask normal questions. Like, get a little funky with it. It's more fun that way. But if I ever get into a conversation when I'm, like, talking to, honestly, guys or girls, at least, like, just certain type, it's like a type of person. It's not really, like, a gendered thing in my experience. And the topic of, like, wearing girls' clothes comes up, like, trying wearing skirts or stuff like that. I feel like it can be a fun convo to, like, talk about, because I have enjoyed wearing, like, women's clothes a little bit, from time to time, or, like, quote-unquote women's clothes, whatever. But it's also, like, not a common fashion choice for me, especially nowadays. Like, I had a stint where I would wear it more often. But nowadays, like, I don't actually wear, like, skirts and stuff that often. It's a pretty rare choice for me. I'll usually just wear, like, cheap, like, sweatpants or, like, cargo pants or something like that, you know what I mean? Just something comfy, convenient, good pockets. You know, that's the vibe, right? But, like, sometimes I feel like after I've brought it up, there will be people who like really harp on the idea of like me wearing that as like almost like they're obsessed with the idea of a guy wearing that being like, I don't know, calling it like a fetish feels not necessarily true because I don't know if it's that sexual, but it's the same vein, you know what I mean? Like, whereas realistically, it's just like, I don't know, I just think that they're kind of like, they have like an aura of confidence to them. Like, you know, it's got like a very like free kind of feeling to it. And every now and then, like, it can be a cool vibe to the fit. But it's not like it has to necessarily be like, oh yeah, I'm like a super fanboy or like that same person that complimented my eyes last night that I was talking about. They were like asking me if I was into cross-dressing and like talking to me extensively about it, even though they didn't even like, they were saying like they don't like wearing skirts, but they seemed really into the idea of me wearing skirts. It was kind of awkward. Yeah, it was from the convo yesterday that I had with that person. But I mean, I don't really mind like talking about it. I think that if anything, I think that it'd be cool if more guys would like explore like fashion that's not necessarily like common. But like at the end of the day, like it's not like I'm out here like rocking a skirt 24/7. It's like exactly the opposite of that. It's a rare choice, you know what I mean? It's like a special piece that you bust out every now and then when the occasion feels right. Like 99% of the time, I'm just wearing comfortable dude bro clothing and going about my day, minding my business. You know what I mean? Programmer socks are a W. I'd never visibly wear them outside. See, my problem with the like knee socks and stuff like that is they're still leg visible usually. And so like this is the exact reason why if I ever wear a skirt, I always wear tights. Because shaving your legs is a monumental effort and lasts like 3 days. Like, I did it once. I did it one time. And it came back so fast. And it made my legs really itchy when it grew back too. And I was like, I am never doing that again, bro. I'm buying tights. Well, actually, I had a couple pairs, but I wanted to try the look without it. And it's just too much effort, bro. It's too much. Wax my legs every year for summer, and it only lasts like 2 weeks? Oh, man. Even waxing only lasts 2 weeks? I feel like waxing is a lot more of a commitment in some ways. And a lot more painful, probably. Yeah, I don't know if I could do it, honestly. It's just not for me. Because, like, here's the other side of the coin. Tights look good, and they're really comfortable. Like, not gonna lie, even when I'm not, like, wearing tights for, like, a skirt or anything, like, I have one pair of tights that is genuinely so comfortable, I will wear it as loungewear at home. Like, it's just really, really comfortable. You know what I mean? The material's just so nice. It feels like lighter than wearing pants in some ways, but still like insulating and like comfy. The more you do it, the less it hurts. That's fair. I've had one of my trans friends talk to me about laser surgery, and I was like, I'm not that committed to it, because I think this is what it boils down to, right? Is when I have this conversation, a lot of people try and come up with solutions for how to make the look work more easily. Like, oh, you could get laser surgery, or like, you could use like a cream that makes the hair growth slower when you shave it, or whatever, right? And it's like, I'm not that invested in wearing a skirt all the time. Like, I'm totally fine to occasionally have the look with like a skirt and like some tights, and then 99% of the time just leave my legs unshaven because that's free to do and it's also takes no time and no effort. Like, the convenience aspect of it is more important to me than pulling off the look of like rocking a skirt and having pretty legs in that aspect, I guess. Oh my, you actually tried to backside me, you demon. It's okay though, second place, let's go. Congrats on getting your first, I think. Beep going even at a solid 11th. I mean, you didn't go down points. That's my goat. More of an image thing, I think, not just for specific wardrobe options. I guess, but like, I tend to wear long pants more often when I go out. Like, the only time I'm wearing shorts in public, which is the only other time where my legs would be visible, right? Only other time I'll wear shorts when I'm going out in public is if it's deathly hot, like it's like really hot in the summer, or it's like pretty hot and I don't care about how I look. Like generally from like a fashion standpoint, I prefer to wear like more covering, like baggier clothes in some ways, or like, I don't know, I don't like to show a lot of skin. That's just my own personal style, right? So I guess maybe I'd be more comfortable showing more skin if the hair wasn't there. But even then, I feel like a lot of the time I probably still wouldn't bother. I mean, at the end of the day, cross-dressing, I think feels illegal is a little bit invalidating of like a term to use. For most people, it's not gonna be at all worth doing because like, if you don't feel like dressing feminine, if you don't want to express yourself that way, there's no reason to do it. I don't even think of when I wear a skirt as cross-dressing. Because I don't do it to look like a girl. I just do it because that's the piece of clothing I want to wear. Like, that's the thing I don't like about the term cross-dressing, necessarily. Is like, it implies that you're doing it with some sort of like underhanded motive to appear as like something that you're not. Whereas like, I don't feel like clothing is really that deep. Like, I'm wearing a women's shirt right now because it's a comfortable shirt with a cute design. But it doesn't necessarily have, like, a lower crop on my neck particularly or anything else that's different about it. It's just a shirt. But for whatever reason, you know, maybe because it's pink, maybe because there's a cute design, for whatever the reason, they decided that they wanted to size it as a women's shirt and not as a unisex shirt or men's shirt. And therefore, you know, it's a women's shirt. But that's like it, you know what I mean? I feel like clothing isn't that gendered, you know what I mean? You should wear whatever makes you feel good, and that's kind of good enough, you know what I mean? This shirt is hella comfortable and it's cute, so I would wear it. But I don't think that that's like cross-dressing. I think that's just me wearing a shirt for it. And in the same way, I think that as a guy, if you were to wear like a skirt or something, like that could just be that you just like the way that the skirt looks, and it doesn't have to have anything to do with like a greater sort of like motive to look like a girl or whatever. Like, you can do it just because you like the way that you look as a person. I don't know, sorry, I got oddly philosophical about clothing preference. Oh my god, there's like fire raining out of the sky, please. Oh, I can, oh no, I threw that backwards? I did not mean to do that. Still third? Okay, not bad, not bad. Rita, what's up? You're back from vacation now, right? I saw you put the schedule out. Welcome back. Hope you've been doing good. You get stressed out by the star and the bullet even though you're not playing. That's funny. I'm like so used to it that I like zone them out. I almost don't even notice when there's like someone behind me and it's like beeping at me. Catching up on a bunch of work? That's gonna be me immediately after stream, Rita. You know The Project? Wink wink, nudge nudge. The Project? I finally recorded yesterday. which means that now it's time for me to get to the other aspects of that project, like, very fast. I remember somebody came to me earlier in stream and they were like, "You believe Christmas is in 9 days?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, Christmas is in 9 days. I gotta work, bro." I gotta hurry up. I got deadlines to meet. And instead, we're here playing Mario Kart. Which honestly, pretty based. I'm having fun. It's so fun having a The project. Oh, for sure. For sure. I think right now, how many projects do I have? Here's the thing. I'm having to start front-loading projects. And I was talking about this earlier on stream. But I'm stupid. And I just let my debut, like, anniversary and my birthday be literally 3 days apart. So in order to have, like, anything going for that, like, I have to preempt everything for it, like, a fair amount. So, like, I want to do a Christmas project. I'm planning a Valentine's project because that's just a fun excuse to do something. And then I have anniversary on March 7th and birthday on March 10th. Like, I have, like, a busy start to the year, bro. First quarter is not slowing down from last quarter. I feel like most people kind of, like, take January or February as, like, the slower months. And while they kind of can be, I feel like I'm filling it with so much work that it's going to catch up to me anyway. That's the fun part, though. Like, I'm really excited to make all of that stuff, even if it is going to make me really busy. I just have so many things that I want to play. I have so many goals for next year. I'm excited. 2025 is the year that I lock in. It's going to be the year of Twi. I hope. I got like a whole, what I did like a few days ago, I remember, is I wrote a list of all my goals for 25, and then I taped it to my door, so that every time that I leave my room, I have to look at it and remember that there are productive things that I could be doing. That's not gonna stop me from being, you know, unproductive and just going and opening YouTube or whatever sometimes, you know, playing a game. But it's nice to have the reminder to look at every day, because I feel like one of the cool things about being a VTuber is that you get to do everything. But in the same, like, vein as that, it can almost be easy to forget some of the things you want to do, because there's, like, so much variety to, like, your goals and, like, what kind of stuff you want to accomplish. It's easy to just kind of get, like, tunneled on whatever's right in front of you. So I think it's nice to have, like, a whole list of stuff that I'm, like, aiming for. You guys have any goals for next year? What's your New Year's resolution that you're gonna drop after 1 week? Are you guys the types of people that actually have like a New Year's resolution and commit? Not set one at all, or set one and then not actually do it? What camp do you guys fall into? I'm curious. I just don't set one? That's valid. That's valid. Graduate? Holy crap. Wait, oh, are you finishing school next year? Like what stage? Like university or? Wait, which course? We haven't done Big Blue yet. Don't set one. Valid. Do a yearly theme. Oh, that's cool. So like what? You set like a bunch of goals all under like the same like context or like theme? I feel like that makes a lot of sense for you, Rita, because you have like, you've been around so much longer that it makes more sense to like have like oh, okay, in that aspect, more like an overarching theme, like year of change or something like that. That's actually really cool. I like that. That's pretty neat. Always try to do things that follow that theme. I think 2024 was there were a lot of really cool things that you did in 24. I don't know. Year of change, you changed my life. Thank you. That felt so corny, bro. But no, honestly, that's a cool way to look at it, though. That's neat. I like that. No, you're not old. It's just that I'm new. I'm young. That's more the case. Like, to be fair, I don't think that you share your age publicly, and I absolutely don't mean to, like, you don't have to share that at all, like, even in private, I don't care. But I would bet money that you're, like, a decent amount older than me, though, I'm not gonna lie. I find that's just, like, in general, like, a trend for me, though. Like, I almost always end up with friends that are older than me. I've always had a hard time getting in with people my age. At least, like, on a deeper level. I don't know. I have some really close friends from, like, school and stuff, but it's always just been, like, I'll have, like, literally one or two. And then, like, ignore, like, everybody else. Oh, really? Okay. Perhaps you're just, like... To be fair, I do think that you just have, like, a more mature aura to you. Even if you're not, like, you don't come off as old, but you come off as somebody who has their shit together, and that by default makes your, like, mental age seem higher to people, I guess. I don't know, I can't think of a better way to put it, but you get what I mean, right? You know, you understand yourself, which is a really nice, that's a really good trait. Oh wait, that was the end of the race? Bro, I should have used my star. I didn't even realize. The white... Oh no, not the white hair card. How have I never seen somebody pull that card before, actually? Yeah, I mean, I've never thought about that. Maybe subconsciously, I guess there could be elements of that. Who knows? But I don't feel it. I don't know. I don't think it's really the white hair. Great, Rita Dem. Are you heading out, Super Mario? I see you've dipped from the lobby. Thank you for playing. Unless it was a DC, of course. But, I'm trying to think. Do I have other VTuber friends with white hair? I feel like it's not that uncommon, right? I guess I haven't talked to them that much, but Pam has white hair. Does Calico have white hair? She kind of does, yeah. Calico kind of has white hair. Does Luz have? No. Luz is not white at all. No. It's yellow. I don't know why I thought about Luz for a sec. Luz is like the opposite. It's like yellow and black. Maybe Shiny will get a VTuber with white hair. Imagine we turn him into an old man. Thoughts, chat? I am really curious, honestly. I feel like me and Shiny started talking a little bit about designs. Like, he's humoring it more than I thought he would. There could come a day. I don't know if it will ever actually turn into anything, but a day might actually happen where we get Shiny as a VTuber, and that would be unreal. I'm not gonna lie, that would be so hype. I would platform the shit out of my boy. I would have to get him back for all the promoing he's ever spammed at me, all in one go. I'm gonna re-debut as changing my name to whatever Shiny's debut date is. Oh, my 2.0, I'm just a rigged version of a billboard for his debut. Every message, I'll be like, by the way, you know that Shiny's debut is on this date, and then I'll link his stream waiting room, obviously. I'm gonna hit him back with everything he's ever hit me with tenfold. The power, you know what I say, like with the force of like 1,000 suns? I'm gonna hit him with the force of 1,000 mods. That's what I'm gonna do. Revenge marketing. Yes, exactly. Precisely. I have to get him back for being such a good friend and such a shill. I swear to God, even off-stream, Shiny will actually be such a shill. You guys have no idea. Yo, he messaged me the other day. He was like, yo, I have a song that I think you would like. And I was excited because Shiny doesn't normally share music with me. And then he links me the cover of Hologram that I did with Rita. And I was like, oh, yo, I've seen this one before. That's crazy, bro. Like, he's such a goof, bro. He's actually so silly. Oh, I just frauded the shit out of Pablo. Get boomed! I actually sniped his back trail and then red shelled him. Oh my god. We take those. How many slots did I just cost Pablo? How far did he fall from first? Okay, only to third. I mean, it's not terrible. That's a little feels bad for him. But it feels great for me though. I always like to tease Shiny whenever he does that to me as well. Like, I'll always like obviously I'm proud of that cover. I think it was really fun. But I'll always just respond to him and I'll just be like, oh, I saw this cover. It's like 50, there's like this one person who's really good and then there's me. I'll be like, it's 50% perfect, then it's 50% Twi. Like, I'll just say some stupid shit. I don't actually mean it like that seriously. You know, I just think it's funny because he always gets like so defensive of me on my behalf. It's just wholesome. But honestly, that cover was really fun. I'm glad that I at least made it far enough through Full Metal that I heard the cover in the show before it aired. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I've been lacking a little bit. I got to like episode 31, I think I'm at, and then I haven't picked it up in like a week or something. But I'm really enjoying it. I don't know. I just like got kind of like pulled out of my immersion a little bit. Psych, it's been almost 3 weeks. What? Yo, that's fake. I guess it was. That was when I was sick. I was binging it again. And then after I stopped being sick, I didn't have as much of the itch like I wanted to game a lot. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but I need to get back on that, bro. I need to finish this Christmas thing so that I can watch more Full Metal. But I'm really excited because like it's already been really good, but I know a lot of people say that like the ending is just phenomenal on Full Metal, so I'm very excited to be able to experience it in full. On the topic of the cover though, specifically, you know what's something that caught me off guard? Is there were like a few people that were making comments about really liking my deep voice. And I was surprised because for starters, I didn't feel like it was that deep in that cover to begin with. But also, I don't know, I feel like I've never had that much like preference or confidence towards my lower range, so it was like kind of a nice a nice little like pick-me-up to see it. No problem, you know, good luck with your work. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, I remember I saw a comment and like the wording of it was so funny to me. It was like, what a deep voice Twi has, and I was like, is it really though? Like, maybe it's just me, but I feel like I've always in fact thought that my voice is an exceptionally average tone. Like, I've made my voice more interesting by like, I feel like I speak with a lot of engagement, you know what I mean? Like, I'll speak like very emphatically. But if I just speak normally, if I just speak without like any real emphasis, if I just speak kind of honestly, right, in like a very natural, like tired state, my voice is like very average. It's not really anything that special, you know what I mean? I feel like I developed like a louder personality to accommodate the fact that my voice is low-key kind of boring in its natural state. Because some people, I feel like, as a guy, having one of those, like, rich, like, husky voices, that's just such a cheat at life, bro. Like, you're just automatically attractive as a person if you have that. It's not fair. Like, it's like the same superpower as having an accent that doesn't match where you're from that people like having a British accent and not living in the UK or something. Or like an Australian accent and not living in Australia or something like that. Like, you're automatically just immediately more magnetic by virtue of the way that you sound. Like, off rip. I envy people who just get that, like, by default in some ways. Like, it's not that I don't like my voice, but it's just that I had to work to appreciate my own voice a lot. You know what I mean? Better to have range if you can only do low or high, it sucks. That is true. That is facts. Like, it's definitely a lot better. I guess one of the upsides of like trying to get more comfortable with my voice being, I guess, more like middling is that I ended up pushing it up and down more. But, you know, like, thank you. I'm glad you liked my voice. For a very long time, I hated my voice. For a very long time. Especially to do with singing. Which is normal. It's just because, like, when you hear yourself in a recording, it's not the same as it sounds in your own head. Like, the way that your voice resonates in your head isn't the same as it resonates in real life and how everybody else hears it. And having, like, you know, a recording just, like, really slaps you in the face with, like, how it actually sounds. And it's like, oh, this is wrong. Like, what it feels like is this is wrong. You know what I mean? It feels like it sounds wrong because it's your entire existence ever. Your voice, like for me, my voice sounds deeper in my own head than it actually is. And it always throws me off a little bit when I hear it in recording still. Less for talking. I'm really used to my talking voice. But sometimes when I'm singing, like I'll listen back and it just sounds like a little bit like thinner than I would expect it to. Based on how it sounds in like my own head when I'm singing it, and I'm like, dang, that's weird. But I'm like used to it now, at least, even if it is. You know what I mean? Oh, God, my control. I just kind of lost control. Also, if you're stuck in mid-range, you absolutely can sing. Trust me, my range was not always good. I had to work for my range. Like, I don't feel like my range is particularly exceptional, to be fair, but, you know, it's, like, decent. I'm up to, like, I probably have, like, a little over 2 octaves, like, maybe 2.5 octaves or so. I feel like almost anybody can achieve that. If you practice, you know, work on your breathing, work on your technique, like your mouth shaping, breath control, just your tone, I guess, in general. Practice singing songs and stuff. You can get there. So, like, my range is probably double, at least. I think my range is at least double what it was before I started singing and, like, trying to be good at singing. You can make way bigger strides than you would expect if you put in some effort. You have to put in a decent amount of effort to see big results. And also, you could easily do better than me if you got vocal coaching. I'm a brokey, so I don't pay for vocal coaching, but it is in fact very good and effective if you can afford it. Yo, why does it go on? Don't do like that, comment. No, why the green shell too? Oh my god. Okay, still 6. That's not horrible. I got boomed in the end of that race, bro. Oh my god. All my US friends hate UK accents? What? No. What? That's so fake. Maybe it's because I grew up with a lot of online friends from the EU. But like, UK accents are so nice. They just like sound satisfying in my ear, bro. I don't know. UK accent is kind of, it does, yeah. Usually people will use Cockney for like mocking it, which isn't very nice. What is RP? I don't know what RP is. Depends on which UK accent? Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of different UK accents. Received pronunciation. I don't even know what that is like conceptually. The soft ones are really nice. It's really stupid, but I think that the Roadman British accent is really funny. like really hood like British accent is also pretty funny. I feel like there are a lot of good British accents. I can't really think of particularly like very many like meh British accents, and even those are not like bad, they're just like meh. Okay, received pronunciation is apparently the standard British accent. Okay, understandable. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I used to always mock one of my friends who's from the UK, who has like a British accent, obviously. But I honestly do really like his accent. I think that part of it was that I was copying the way it sounded because I liked the way it sounded. Like, I don't know if you guys can ever relate to this, but sometimes if I like hear like somebody saying something or like a noise that is satisfying to me, I feel the urge to like also make the noise, which I think has to be an autistic thing, probably. But you know what? It doesn't change the fact that it does happen to me. I know Echo does it too. Oh my god, I just got so griefed by that person bumping into me. Well, I guess I'm in last. Probably. Psych, I'm not in last? I'm in 10th. Definitely associated? Understandable. Echolalia. Ah, yeah, that's the term. That's what I was thinking of. Oh, bro. Bro, I tried to look away for a second. There's a red shell coming backwards. Rude. Oh, I see B. Hello, B. That was so mean. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. That was so mean. I literally slowed down to hit them. That was so mean. I felt so bad as soon as I did that. I'm sorry. Why did I do that? That was so rude. It just felt like a personal connection, you know. I don't get to be beside Beep in the race that often. I wanted to say hello one extra time. that was violating though. I'm not gonna lie. That was so rude. Like, I ended up in the back anyway. I didn't even actually make it that far forward in the race. Maybe at 9. Bruh. Oh, Beep still made it 10th though. That's not that bad actually. Man, I haven't slowed down to hit someone in a long time. Part of it was like curiosity. It's like I haven't been a villain like that in so long. I just wanted to see how it felt. I did it to feel something again. I just felt the urge. You have full permission to target me. Only you specifically. I would allow you to target me every race if you wanted. If you could catch me though. No, I'm kidding. The dark urge? I haven't played Baldur's Gate. Wait, enlighten me. What is the dark urge? Because I definitely feel like I could probably relate to the dark urge. I've never heard of it, but I feel like we could have some common ground here, you know. We could get down with it, maybe. You guys don't just be getting intrusive thoughts like that all the time. It's not just something that happens to you on the regular. Had the dark urge when you targeted me? I guess so. It really was an intrusive thought. If I'm to be completely honest, it was 100% an intrusive thought. I just saw the bullet and I saw beep and I was like, I could slow down and hit beep right now. And if it was like just a random person in the lobby, I don't think I would have bothered. The fact that it was somebody that I knew, it just won. I don't know what to say. It was just a split-second decision. It might have been rude, but it was also kind of fun. He's a playable character that has a tendency to do evil things unconsciously, kind of like sleepwalking. Okay, so just like his subconscious is like evil. That's kind of fun. I would like to think that my subconscious is, on the whole, pretty good. But I mean, I definitely do get hit with the intrusive thoughts sometimes, you know? It's just part of life. Do you guys experience intrusive thoughts like that? Do you ever just get the urge to absolutely grief your friends like that? Just to see what happens? I think for me what it is as well is like, no, I don't want to bully you guys. That sounds so mean. I'm just like, it's just like teasing, bro. I didn't even hit you that hard, bro. Relax. I didn't hit you that hard. Please don't tell mom. But for real though, like, for me, I can never get behind games like Rust or like trolling someone in Minecraft and like fucking up their base or stuff like that, where you like actually put effort in over like an extended period of time. I feel so awful doing anything even by accident in those scenarios that I never like even think about doing it on purpose to people. But in a game like Mario Kart or Mario Party or something like that, like if I'm kind of like doing well, I do sometimes get the urge to be a bit of a menace to my friends for fun, you know? Not something I want to do, it's more like how did that sneak into my brain? I kind of get it. Yo, beat 5th place. Wait, gaming. Top half. That's like almost your highest finish today. Let's go. They are literally just brainworms. That's a pretty good description. I would agree with the description of brainworms. Super well. Also, we haven't had a water check today. Isn't that crazy? It's been almost 3 hours. So here's our first water check for the day because my lips are dry. I just drank half of my water bottle. It's so beautiful. Just as I imagined it. Look at all the Wawa spammers in the chat. Isn't it great that we can do that now? Isn't that beautiful? That is truly a beautiful indication of our journey this year. What started as a stupid random meme fan art that was beautifully funny became a culture. This is our cult. The cult of Twi Wawa, bro. You can't copy paste emotes? You can, I'm pretty sure. But you can't like, I don't know, you have to like put the like one of the emotes in the chat anyway and then copy it. I think you can actually copy other people's emotes too. It's really funky. I don't know. Oh, it just pastes the name of it? I guess maybe for members emotes you can. Because I know it works for default emotes, but I guess I haven't tried it for members emotes, so that makes sense. You gotta go in and hit the button yourself. My bad. I'll have to get in contact with Mr. YouTube about this one. Make sure they fix it. I feel like there was something I was reaching out to YouTube for a while back. I don't remember anymore. Must have fixed itself. Can't be that important. I think everything is good. I got my AdSense and everything set up. So, one day, I can actually take out some of the funds so generously donated by you guys and put it back into like some projects or something. Because that's honestly how I feel about it. Like, I don't have anything better to spend the money on anyway. I feel like I get the most personal value out of reinvesting it into stuff here. And then also, like, it only feels right with you guys being the ones to donate and everything. It makes me happy that it allows me to, like, fund projects more easily without having to, like, work, like, a job again to earn more money for it and stuff like that all the time. Because, like, I have one project for next year that's really big, and so I actually have to, like, try and make sure that I had a lot of money ready to go. But in general, like, I can do stuff relatively cost efficient when it comes to it, you know? Virtual, what's up, bro? How you been? I feel like it's been a few days. Built-in YouTube emotes do the same, but like default like Unicode emoji works. I see. I've only tried it with clapping emojis. That's why I thought that it would work, is because, you know, if you're ever watching like a karaoke stream or like a concert stream or something, everybody will clap at the end of the songs, and sometimes you're like slow to get your own claps out, so you like copy somebody else's message. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Sheen said his best score on Quaver. How good? Okay, translate into Eterna for me. Because I never even played Quaver before, so I don't know how good it is. What would it be in like Eterna terms? Interesting to see that he's still grinding Quaver while he's also starting to grind Osu again. That's neat. He's in his Rhythm Gamer stint again. I gotta talk to Sheen later today as well about. I gotta make sure that I set up for the show match that we're doing on Saturday. 91 Judge 4 on like a non-farm 27-point farm. 27.5 stream stamina. Stream stamina? Like not jump stream or anything? Like just regular like regular streams? Because that's actually pretty impressive. 27.5. 91 Judge 4. That's pretty good, honestly. That's actually like pretty close to peak. That might even be peak stream for him. Crazy stamina map, streams about half the time, and hand stream the other. Oh, that's such a Sheen map, bro. That is such Sheen patterns to be farming. On God. That checks out. Also, I'm sorry to everybody else in the chat right now. I just started speaking about rhythm game shit that probably sounded like, the only thing that comes to mind is that like meme where it's like, I like your funny words, Magic Man, or whatever the fuck it was. But we're talking about like, I mean, some of you guys might remember the time that I did the stream and made the video about Eterna. It was like the DDR game with the arrows where you play the keyboard. God, that video. Funny to remember that I even made that. Rhythm game terms are super unintuitive. I mean, yeah, more or less. Like, streams kind of make sense. Jump streams aren't intuitive, but they make sense when you hear it. But hand streams sound stupid because you use your hands for all of them. Like, everything uses your hands. The only mechanic is clicking. But it's actually just because I guess it uses like all of your hands or like more of your hands relatively. I don't know. I don't even really know why it's called hand stream. That's my best guess, I suppose. Alright, come on, good items. Oh, that is really good items. Second? Question mark? No, why the red shell, bro? Oh man. Yeah. Oh my god. That is a lot of people. I got 7 still. That's not bad. But yeah, guys, I did also confirm everything. I put it on. Oh, I put the schedule wrong though. I have to update. I have to fix my schedule in the Discord, or like I'll put a note. It's gonna be 1 p.m. EST on Saturday, so it'll be 2 hours later than my usual time slot. I'm gonna have, for the first time, a couple guests hosting on my stream. We're gonna have Shiny and Sheen, two of my mods. You guys haven't met Sheen on stream yet, but you have met Shiny. Sheen is in chat a decent amount of the time though. They're gonna come on and they're gonna commentate a little Osu match between me and another one of my mods who's in here from time to time, Osage. I talked about it before. So it'll be a little fun event on Saturday where you guys can get to see a little bit more of my competitive side, perhaps. Shiny has a goated voice. I think it's gonna be really funny because I don't even think he's ever played Osu. Maybe I'll make him play a little bit. I'm gonna force him to download the game and play a little bit. But I'm also just gonna have to like teach him things, because even if I get him to download the game, like the level that we're gonna be playing at, he'll need to know some terms. But you guys can at least, you'll have a comrade in somebody who hasn't really played the game, but is also a goated commentator. Like, I'm really curious to see what his commentary will look like on a game that he's not super thorough with. Because I've seen him commentate Splatoon before, and my man is a demon on the mic. He's great. He's such a good commentator in the Splatoon scene. I love hearing him commentate there. But I have never heard him commentate another game, I don't think. You know, I think he has. I'm not familiar with anything, so I think it'll be fun to check it out. Casted our Rocket League tournament as a plat. Wait, who was playing it? Was that like a 1v? Probably 1v1 tournament. Me, Cheen, Semi, and who? Who else? RLT. Oh my god! RLTS! Yo, I forgot about that! Wait, I need to tell you guys about this because this was so funny. So, in Rocket League, there is a term known as turtling, which is where when you go to score a goal, you like flip your car upside down and like boost yourself into the ball while you're upside down. It's like a little style points thing. It's not really like a serious mechanic. There's no practical use for going upside down. It's just funny. And the official tournament series for Rocket League is called RLCS, Rocket League Championship Series. So we did RLTS, Rocket League Turtle Series, where as soon as the game started, you would flip yourself upside down, and we had unlimited boost turned on, so you'd never run out of boost. And you would just play the entire game upside down. You play the whole game on your back, where you're just boosting around like a turtle, flipped over. It was so fun, bro. Oh my god, oh my, that was one of my greatest ideas ever, truly. I hit the shortcut and then ran straight into the fence and probably lost time from if I just drove it normally. Shiny B is classic, super supportive stuff, and be studying Osu lingo ahead of the stream. I don't know if he has been, but I'll try to get him in. I mean, I got it. He was like asking me about the Osu World Cup, which happened recently a little bit, and like watching a little bit with me. So it's not like he's completely uninterested or anything, you know. I think it'll be fun. I think he'll have a good time with it. And I have always, you know, Cheen is not a commentator, but I've always had fun getting him on anyway, because he's not the most emphatic. I think Shiny is gonna bring the energy, and Cheen is gonna bring the analysis, because he is good at breaking things down, and he is simply really good at the game. Cheen is like top 200 in the world. He's the GOAT. I got 11. I'm about to get 12. You know what, Beep? You go ahead. Go get 11. My sorry for slowing down to hit you earlier. Is you can go ahead of me on that one. No. Don't get it. It's because I did you wrong earlier, so I had to make up for it. I had to make up for my war crimes earlier in the stream. And oh, it was Ryujin that was the last one. That makes sense. Yeah, yeah. The jeans. Okay, well, I only know that shortcut because that track is in Mario Kart Wii, and I have played way more Mario Kart Wii than this game, and I know hella shortcuts in Mario Kart Wii. Bro, I should get my friend. I have a friend who's at least used to still be into Mario Kart Wii, and we actually did play custom servers a little bit, like after the official servers already died. I should see if I can pull him onto stream and play Mario Kart Wii together. That would be so fun. That would be a crazy collab sequence to do, because I feel like both of us would be washed as fuck, obviously. But it would be really funny. Like, I would be curious to do it. I'd have to make a Twi license off stream and get it grinded up, which would be fine. I don't think I would have any problems making a new license. But yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting. I definitely do want to bust out the Wii sometime. Because you know what? Like, my capture card connects to the Switch just via the HDMI anyway, which means that I would be able to use my Wii in the exact same fashion. Like, my capture card could work on the Wii. So I could bust out the classics, bro. I could bust out the old school games. What if I invited over one of my friends and we played Mario Party on stream or something crazy like that? On the Wii. The OG. I was looking at the new Mario Party. Have any of you guys tried Mario Party Jamboree? Because I saw the new one. It looks fun. I know Rito is playing it. It looks fun. But also, I don't know if it strikes me as having enough replayability to spend like a full price game. Like, I feel like there are other games that I would be more inclined to buy first. But I definitely considered it. Like, if somebody asked me to collab Mario Party and it was like the right person, like, I mean, I don't know why I'm being around the bush. If Rita for some reason invited me to play Mario Party specifically, I'd probably buy it. But I don't think I would go out of my way for it. Like, there's enough other games that I would be happy enough to play instead. It wouldn't have to just be, there are other people I'd buy it. But I don't know. I don't feel like I have enough friends that would play it all the time either, right? That's part of, like, the value of buying party games like that. Is they're only good for as much as you play them, right? Like, I remember I bought a bunch of Jackbox party packs a while back. Like, way back, years ago now. And we occasionally will still play them now, but it's very rare. When I bought them, I got great value out of it. Because we were playing them all the time. But nowadays, like, the boys kind of got bored of it after a while. So they just kind of sit around, you know what I mean? But I do kind of want to bring back Jackbox sometime, because I've always still had fun playing Jackbox. I don't know. Those games are they're just so goofy. They're just silly. They're fun. I think that if we grow the community here a little more, which I definitely will be trying to do over the course of next year, for various reasons, it would be more viable as a stream game to, like, just let people hop in and play Jackbox. I feel like it would be fun. Like, Mario Party could have the same vibe, but it's also, like, kind of committal for a viewer game, you know what I mean? You gotta stay in for a while. Okay, you know what was the GOAT, though, back in the day? You know what was the GOATed one, though? Wii Party. Wii Party and Wii Party U? I unironically still play those when I roll up to my cousin's house, because I don't have them anymore, but my cousin does. I can't explain why, but those were some banger games, bro. They were fun. They were really fun. Like, the mini games were just so goated on there. I feel like the mini games were really fun in Wii Party. I liked Mario Party 8 a lot as well, too. Maybe I'm just biased towards the ones that I grew up with. But I don't feel like it's entirely that, because I also grew up with Mario Party DS, and, like, that one's fine. Like, it's good. But I definitely think that the Wii ones were better. Kind of makes sense. I just feel like the Wii controllers give you, like, a better vehicle for having party games.
Yeah, I mean, Jackbox, you gotta be careful about what people write. You know, that is definitely a factor. I think they have some tools in place that you can use for moderating. But I mean, it's not. I think that on the whole, I try not to let the threat of like having to moderate stuff get in the way of good experiences. Because like, you can always moderate shit. Like, you might have to ban some people, but they just wouldn't have been around anyway. So like, it doesn't matter, right? Like, if you're banning somebody who only came to troll you and like do some stuff like that, then like there's no harm, no foul in just kicking them out. You know, like if push really came to shove, what I could do, like imagine somebody was like camping in my lobby or something, I could always like put the code in the Discord instead, and like just not like if I see them then or something, and then we would be chill. You know, there's like always workarounds like that. I feel like when I was newer to getting back into VTubing, or like when I was streaming under like my old name, I was more of the mindset of like, you gotta respond to just whatever, and you know, chat with you chat and whatnot. And then I kind of realized like that's not really true. Like it's fine to set boundaries in the same way that you would set boundaries with friends with your chat. Police things accordingly. No. I was trying so hard to. I hope this guy doesn't have a back trail. I hope that red star hits him. It did. No, he had a super horn. Oh my god, bro. Just like that last lap from 2nd to 9th all the way, and no item. I just got GG, bro. Damn. It is so good. Oh my god, I just saw Beat as King Beat holding the blue. That looks so funny. That looks funny. Whoa! Alright. It's not horrible. Hosted some events in large servers, and that kind of stuff is always on the back of my mind. I mean, yeah, of course, right? But I think it's more worthwhile to just do the thing. Because, like, at the end of the day, most of the time, if something bad happened on stream, I could just private the stream. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that big of a deal, you know? But I think that overall, it's fun to have fun. Like, we could always do it as like a community night thing instead, if stream was like not very available. Because at the end of the day, I think that Jackbox is really funny to just like hang out with people and just do like funny shit. There are a lot of really funny games, and as long as you're not like really unhinged and or like potentially worse, really tone deaf, 99% of the time it's just good fun. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not particularly averse to like crude humor, as long as it's not like outright disrespectful. Like, I think something I've come to really understand after I started streaming is I don't like edgy humor. And I don't think that edgy humor can't be funny, but most of the people that say that they have an edgy sense of humor, they're just basically using the guise of calling it humor to like say nasty, controversial shit and like hide behind that as like a mask, you know what I mean? Like, whoa, bro, like, I just like edgy humor, like, it's not serious, and it's like, okay, but like, why would you think to say some of those things anyway, you know what I mean? But like, outside of that, like, most of the time, even if a joke is low-key kind of offensive, if it's done in a way that it is respectful and therefore funny, like, I don't have problems with like jokes that could be a little bit more brave, I suppose. I think that what it comes down to is that controversial humor can be funny, but can also make people feel bad, and not controversial humor can always be funny and doesn't make people feel bad. So like, why would you ever choose the one that potentially puts other people? You know what I mean? And I think there are some people that aren't at a point in their life where they've matured enough to understand that. And so it's fine to just be like, well, because like we don't see eye to eye on that, like I'm gonna ban you here because I'm trying to create a space for people that doesn't uplift that kind of thing, you know what I mean? But like the ability to like understand your values on stuff like that and set boundaries, just usually that little like bit of communication goes a long way in making an environment like Jackbox or something like that a lot more comfortable. What the fuck? I have a bullet in second? Yo, that's sick! I didn't even notice that I accidentally smuggled a bullet into second. That's crazy. I just bulleted first place. I wonder how they feel right now. Bro just got bulleted in first. That's crazy. No, I suck! How could I do this to myself? Oh, the green side? The ricochet? No, I hit the wall again! I'm the worst! I'm the worst! Can you clutch second? Okay, I'll take second. Yeah, edgy. I agree, exactly, right? Comes to picking the right game, that is also true with Jackbox. When you don't know people that well, picking the right game matters a lot. Trivia Murder Party is always safe. Drawful is more or less always safe. Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is, like, yeah, Drawful is a little more safe because, like, the prompts are generated in advance, so you don't have to worry about it. Like, it can only be as offensive as the game has decided to allow, which is usually not that bad. I think that the peaks are higher on the games where you get to actually yourself be funny. However, if somebody doesn't get it, like they don't, like they're out of sync with the group, it can really stick out like a sore thumb. You know what I mean? Like the people who are unfunny, or especially not like unfunny in a way their joke just falls flat, like it's actively like it makes you feel bad reading it, then it can really kill the vibe. But if people are funny and you're like on the same page kind of, having a game like Monster Seeking Monster or like TKO or something, like those can be fucking hilarious if you have the right squad, you know what I mean? You get the right group together on one of those games and it is so funny. But it just comes with like understanding the boundaries of the group and like the situation, I guess. It's a little bit more nuanced for choosing for like a stream or like a group of people who you've never hung out with before or stuff like that. It can be a little bit more on the fence, you know? Heavy rock. No. Cringe is good. Well, I guess it depends why. But I think a lot of what people consider to be traditional cringe is completely wrong, and sometimes actively. If you think about it, I remember I saw a post one time that was kind of funny but really true, and it was like, it was somebody being like, I don't know if this stream idea is too cringe or something. It was like, bro, you're a VTuber. You're cringe by default. Just do it. And I was like, I mean, true. I mean, the thing is, like, a lot of people... I guess there's, like, two types of cringe, right? You have the type of cringe of, like... Well, I mean, I guess it's not necessarily two types. Being cringe is almost always synonymous with being, like, authentic. The only problem is in what context you're being authentic. Like, if your authenticity comes out of, like, not taking other people into account, and therefore doing something that makes other people uncomfortable, then that can be cringe in a bad way. But there are also people who are like so inauthentic themselves that they just label anything authentic as cringe, which is just a sad way to exist. Yeah, I don't know. I think rather than bans, I try not to ban people unless it's very clear that they're like just intentionally trying to get a rise out of you and that's the only thing they're interested in. I think that it's more like you just bonk people. You just like make sure that you keep them honest with your boundaries. And that's enough, you know what I mean? You don't have to like shut somebody out completely for like saying something out of line one time. It's more about the intent, I feel like. There are many flavors of cringe. I agree with that. There definitely are. A lot of different types. Also, 8,500 elo. Yeah, baby! Let's go! Made it up. All right. I think I'm going to do 2 more races. I think I'm going to do 2 more and then we'll be done. Oh god, I don't want to play Rainbow Road. I'm bad at that Rainbow Road on... Honestly, I'm not even that good at it on regular Mario Kart Wii, but definitely not on this one. It feels so awkward to play on Outside Drift. Sweet, Sweet Canyon. You no longer have my vote. I'm picking random. This is a good set of tracks. Picking random is definitely a bit of a hot take, but I'm going to. But yeah, Jackbox could definitely be fun sometime. I feel like there's a lot of fun Jackbox games to run with. As long as there's a sense of like mutual respect in the lobby, I definitely think Jackbox is really fun. I'm trying to think of what other kind of like party games I have. It's not really a party game, but I guess there's Smash. You know, I planned on doing a Smash stream a really long time ago, and I never actually did it. But I also feel like a decent amount of the people that wanted to play Smash were like some of the bros that would chill in the Elden Ring streams that kind of like despawned out of the community more or less after I stopped streaming Elden Ring. Which is fair. To be honest, I don't know. I thought that I was gonna be more into Souls-likes long term, and I think that I will definitely play more of them over time. But like, I don't know. There was definitely a point where I was like burnt out of playing them, and it was like I definitely don't think it's like my favorite genre of game ever. But Elden Ring was quite good. Among Us? Oh, Among Us is such a good idea, bro. Dude, I low-key miss Among Us. I used to love playing, like, I would join lobbies, like, normal ones all the time before proximity chat existed, and then I would have friends that I'd play proximity chat with as well, and I would just be I was a menace at Among Us, bro. I would always be going for, like, the goofiest fucking, like, situations. I would always end myself up having to gaslight the shit out of people to try and survive. I would always do some crazy shit as imposter. Oh, double red shell? I'm being bold. Yep, I chained him. Oh, but it actually low-key benefits them because push off. That's fine. Duck Duck Goose? Oh, Duck Duck Goose. I haven't played Duck Duck Goose. I haven't even really watched it particularly, but it's more or less the exact same. Right? Very similar as far as I know. I mean, that has Goose, so it could be the more Canadian choice of me to play it. I didn't even look at what item I pulled there. I just spammed it, red shelled that person. Okay, but no lie though. Duck Duck Goose was a fire game back in like middle school. Like not the video game, like the actual game of Duck Duck Goose. I loved that game. It was fun. Just be running around. Wait, I'm winning? Psych? I'm not. Oh, I did! I won! Let's go! Now I just gotta win the last race. Can't end on a loss. Gotta end on a second win. Come on. There's a Canadian Goose role in the game? Yo, that's sick. Canada mentioned. Let's go. What even is the difference? It's like a jester? Oh my god. Wait, jester would be fun. I'm not gonna lie. That doesn't strike me as particularly Canadian. But I mean, I am Canadian and I think being a jester would be fun. So you know what? There's some merit there, I guess. What do I want to play for my last track? Dolphin Shoals would be fun again. I like Dolphin Shoals, but I'm honestly fine with whatever here. Couldn't play those games? I had asthma? Oh, like, what? It would make you, like, breathe too heavy? Canadian Goose to win after terrorizing the people is very on brand. Why? Because it's... Oh, like that. Oh no, that's true actually, wait. Canadian geese are menaces. Like, pro tip, if any of y'all ever come to Canada, don't try and interact with the geese at all. You walk right past and you don't try and get close to them. Don't try and give them food. Don't do anything risky. They will eat you alive. Like, obviously that's not true. You could beat a goose in a fight. But like, exactly, they're gonna aggro you if you actually give them a reason to. And low-key, even if you don't give them a reason to. Like, you just don't want to aggro the geese, bro. I've never actually been attacked by a goose, but that's because I know to keep my distance. The other thing mildly annoying about geese is that they poop a lot. Like, there's this one, like, nature walk spot that I like. It's not quite a nature walk. Like, there's, like, a little park that I like to go to sometimes. But the problem is there's always geese over there. So the walkway constantly has, like, goose shit all over it. Not all over it, but, like, you gotta watch your stuff a little bit, you know what I mean? It's a little annoying. Not a factor you would think of very often. It's kind of like pigeons in that regard, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not like all the time. You gotta keep an eye on it. You know, I can say gladly though, I've never been pooped on by a bird. Because I know that actually happened to somebody when I was in middle school. I remember it. We were just out, it was recess time, everybody was chilling, and then all of a sudden a seagull flew by and pooped on somebody's jacket. Like, just fucking airdrop that shit. Perfect snipe. I mean, at least it was their jacket and not them, but like, damn. Like, that is so unlucky. It's honestly kind of crazy in hindsight. I didn't think about it that much because I was a kid at the time. But that is wildly unlucky. I've never seen that happen since. I thought I was further behind than I actually am. Oh god. Oh! I threw this wall. I was pretty pleased that actually had me fall off. But instead we're still in it. Oh, I missed another box, yikes. Oh, I just might do that from this. Yo, how many other mushrooms? Dang. That's an unsatisfying last race. I'm gonna play another one. Just one more game, chat. Just one more game. One more round. One more. Dodo is the one that needs to be voted out to win. The Canadian just reports its own body 1 second after... They deadass were like, what if we just made the regular goose but more polite? We'll have him let you know that he's died. Oh, man. If that ain't Canadian. Like, hey guys, sorry I'm not going to be able to make the meeting. I actually just died. I'm contacting you from the spirit realm. Hope you guys have a good rest of the round. Good luck finding the duck. Are your shoulder the wait? What is the Amtrak? I don't know what that is. Is that like? Let me see. Oh, like a train? And you just had to ride the whole way like that? Oh, that's so unlucky. I'm not gonna lie, that sucks. That majorly sucks, bro. I'm sorry about that. Birds are just devious, bro. Cross states, that's a long trip, bro. Damn. Oh my god. I hope you were able to clean it out of the jacket afterwards, at least. Or whatever you were wearing. I hope you were able to clean it out. Yeah, okay, that's good at least. As long as it's not permanent. long as it's not permanent, it's more or less just a funny story at the end of the day. Ooh, I thought it was falling there, but no. Death? Psych? I got some crazy airtime on that. I thought it was dead. Chillin', chillin'. Red shell fire flower combo. Mouth here that I thought it was going to be. It was very accurate. It's exactly what I think. Yeah, it's like that kind of mindset is like the mindset that my dad imparted on to me. Like, if you have a bad experience, as long as everything is okay in the end, it becomes an adventure. It's like a story to tell. And at the end of the day, that's kind of true, you know? Like, I remember one time we went to this amusement park, and a little bit before we were gonna leave, it started pouring this, like, insane, like, torrential rain, bro. It was actually the most rain I've ever seen in my life. Like, I don't think that it was like seriously flooded or anything, but it was probably the closest I've seen to flooding. Because the thing is, it was like a cloud burst, right? It wasn't like a long bout of rain. It was like 15 or 20 minutes of really, really intense rain. And because we were at like an amusement park, there was like this one area where there was a ceiling over the outdoors, and it was literally packed to the brim with people. Like, there was no room to stand anymore because everybody was just trying to hide from the rain. But in hindsight, like, that was more memorable to me than any of the rides that I rode there or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, we made it through this like huge rainstorm. And as a kid, that's like kind of cool. It's kind of like an adventure. You know what I mean? Gotta always just look at it on the bright side. Just making it interesting. Doing it for the fans. Go! No! Oh, I'm gonna terribly close enough. Alright, well, my one more game gambit did not work. I got 7. Which is why we go 1. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do another game. We're not gonna do the infinite one more game, but we made it to almost 8,600, I think. Pretty solid climb, like up to 8,580 from like 8,000 on the dot almost, I think. Pretty solid. I'll take it. Ah, yes, I do remember. I actually did put up a Pixelmon server a while back, although nobody other than me and Echo actually hopped onto it, I don't think. I've thought about just doing like a regular Minecraft server a little bit. Although, to be fair, I can't imagine myself playing like regular Minecraft that much. I think that if like some of you guys were into it, I could like see myself being a little more invested in playing it. Because I do think Minecraft is fun. I just kind of get bored when there's not like an overarching objective, I suppose. But I do think that it could be fun every now and then to have like a little vanilla server and just have the Twinights hop on. Everybody just have a good time with it. I think it could be cool. Potentially anyway. It's an idea. It's definitely an idea. Do you guys like Minecraft? Do you guys play? I haven't really played much in a long time. I feel like it's actually probably been genuinely a few years since I've played vanilla Minecraft. But I also think that it could be like a fun throwback. Like, I used to play with my sister a lot when I was younger, and I would play with a lot of my friends too. Like, I was definitely a Minecraft kid until I was like in my teens, you know what? Haven't played in years though. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly how it is for me. Yeah, exactly. Like vanilla can be fun if you have like community, I guess is the best way to put it. Like occasionally it can be fun to do with like if you have a friend group on, and I feel like having like a community server could be similar in that vein. I'd probably want to look at, because I wouldn't really want to be running a server personally 24/7. I would probably be a consideration of like checking out how much it would cost to get like a server hosted or something, maybe. Cactus farm the side. You would have really like hyper optimized farms, bro. That is very in character for you. You would make an automatic cactus farm. I don't even know what you would do with the cactus, bro. Like, what do you even make with that? Like, dye? There's cactus dye. I can't think of anything else. But you would, though. That would be in character behavior. But anyway, maybe we'll consider the Minecraft stream, honestly. Could be fun. Depending on the performance you want, it could be like, oh, that's kind of expensive. Well, in that case, I would probably just host it myself. Do we have to rebuild Town? Oh my god, not Town, bro. Not the spruce door. Fucking survival Minecraft or survival multiplayer. Oh lord. I mean, we could probably get Sheen to hop on. Does Sheen still have an account? I don't know if he still has an account. Honestly, I might host something. Who knows? We'll see. You bought it for him? Hey. Maybe I'll do it as like an event at some point. Like have like a week-long server or something. Instead of like permanently doing it, I could do it as like just like a temporary server where we could like see what we come up with in like a week. I feel like that could be fun. Okay. Let me pull up schedule for you guys. I haven't had to do this in a while. Oh my god. Wow, look at that. It's me. With a schedule for once. Incredible. Slide myself out of the way. Where am I? Why am I so hard to find? Oh, my tracking broke. Hello. Okay, so as you can see, we just had Mario Kart. We're gonna pick up Valhalla on Wednesday after not touching it for like, God, I don't even know how long. It's been ages. I'm gonna have to rewatch some of the last stream so I can give you guys like a bit of a recap. I'll do my best to give you guys like a little recap for that because we haven't touched the story in a while, but I'm excited. Friday we're gonna do Honkai. I don't know if we're gonna do like side quests or jump straight into Penacony, or if I'm gonna do side quests off stream and then do Penacony. I don't know, we'll figure it out. But I haven't touched Honkai in a few weeks either, I don't think, so it'll be fun. Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern, ignore the time, it's wrong. We're gonna have Shiny and Sheen on to commentate me doing a little Osu show match. I think it'll be a fun little thing for Saturday. And Sunday will be our first members stream. I'm just gonna be hanging out, getting some work done behind the scenes, talking about a little behind the scenes stuff. And yeah, we'll just be chilling as I get some work done. It's sort of like a laid back kind of chatting stream. So I think it'll be cool. Excited to see some of you guys. I'm excited to just be back on a schedule again, to be honest. It's nice to be able to plan everything out again. And I'll try to get waiting rooms up when I have some time to make the thumbnails for everything. But thank you guys very much for hanging out with me today. It was fun. Thank you for everybody that joined the Mario Kart as well. I had a good time. Why am I so hard to move, bro? Why am I such a unit? I can't find my model. There we go. I'm gonna hop off for today, get some work done, eat some food. You guys should enjoy some good food too. It's been a long stream. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or evening. Have a great day tomorrow as well. And I'll see you on Wednesday, okay? Bye-bye.